All right, press one if you can hear me. Press one if you can hear me. All right, let's go. All right, all right. Hold on, let me get my headphones on. Shout out the room. Once again, you fuck with me, hit the likes. If you don't, hit the dislike. Feel free to comment and subscribe. Also, feel free to shut the fuck up to my spiritual donation fund as well. That's right. Let me go ahead and shout out everybody in the room. God bless. Welcome to the room. Twinkie, Owens, Aisha. Let's see. Who else? Lyric, Elvina, BZBZ, washing up at Walmart. That's what's up. Ebony Man 2K, welcome to the room as well. Welcome to the room, Twinkie. Okay. Oh, no dislikes yet? Oh, okay. Once again, yeah, let's get the likes up. That way we stay ahead of the game. Got 16 people fucking with me right now. Hope everybody enjoy their holidays. Yeah, I know I was supposed to go on. I got the $5 Friday coming today. I got everybody on the $5 Friday. Warning: you have to spell it right. So I'm letting you know ahead of time. But we're gonna do the $5 Friday today on Monday. Since we didn't get to it last Friday. It's been a birthday weekend for me with my partner. Yeah, we're getting up in age, you know what I'm saying? Oh shit. Let me see what else I wanted to touch up on. I touched up on $5 Friday. Okay. I'm trying to think what else I want to get into next. The spiritual donations. Let me shout that person out. Hold on. Yeah, somebody show me love on the spiritual donation. I think it was Thursday or Friday when they did it. Okay. Initials MT. Much love for your spiritual donation. Much love for your spiritual donation. Initials MT. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, so I hope everybody enjoy their holidays. I know quite a few people was gone. Thanks. Yeah, my birthday was 2 weekends ago. Yeah, this week it was my partner birthday. We close in age, you know what I'm saying? Known each other for a long motherfucking time. I ain't talking about no goddamn 10 years. I'm talking about goddamn 30 shit. I know I'm behind on a lot of this shit. I know that as well. You know what I'm saying? I gotta, you know what I'm saying, get the business wrapped up first. Doing 130 page motherfucking report ain't no motherfucking joke, but I got it wrapped up finally last night. That's another reason why I didn't come on. I got back shit time enough yesterday after the fucking birthday dinner because Saturday I basically camped in. I was motherfucking beat from Friday motherfucking night. So that's what you have been missing in action. Yeah. I gotta show love to my real life, you know. It's something else I want to touch up on as well. Can't think what it was. Let me go throw my motherfucking startup music. Not my startup, you know, my last nation music. There we go. Yeah, as we all know, the rat called herself Mission MIA, but she'll be back, y'all. She'll be back. You know, she'll be back. This 6 month shit, that shit is all a smoke screen. That's something to make it sound good, like she really doing something. The bitch ain't doing shit. She doing the same motherfucking shit. The bitch can't multitask for shit to save her goddamn life. But today's discussion, we're gonna touch up on what makes you a dusty. You know, what makes you a dusty? Because this word gets used a lot, especially loosely. You know, that and the word lame. Both of those words get used loosely. You know, I had a bitch call me a lame because I was fucking with a one partner. Then I tried to holler at the other partner while I was fucking with the other partner. And the bitch called me a lame. And I'm saying to myself, how the fuck am I lame? I'm not lacking over her. Shit. I'm trying to get and getting. So I notice people just, you know, throw words out there, you know, that sound good, but they're not applying the right definition to that person. So I was watching this video. It was a real good one from a sister. And she got her takes on it of a dusty. And I listened to it. And I said, you know, something like, hey, she might have a point, you know? Not might have a point. She has a point. She really has a point. And that's basically what we're gonna go through today. You know, and she critiqued it on a female's perspective towards another female. But I'm gonna go ahead and weigh in, you know what I'm saying, on a male as well. You know, so it's gonna be a kind of even out play. Y'all know how I do over here. Welcome to the room, Jap. Great to Tyler. Owens. I already said Owens. Shit, I already said that. Okay. But that's what we're gonna do. Once again, you fuck with me, hit the likes. If you don't, hit the dislike. Feel free to motherfucking comment and motherfucking subscribe. Also, feel free to shut the fuck up and donate to my motherfucking spiritual fund. My spiritual struggling fund. That's right. My spiritual struggling fund. I'm trying to get back out to the West Coast so I give me another hotel room for 505, y'all. So help me out on my spiritual fund. So let's go ahead and dive into this topic. What makes you a dusty? Son of a bitch. Oh, I gotta cue this shit back the fuck up. God damn. Play this shit. Okay, here we go.
Friends with dusty women. Honestly, it wasn't until recently that I realized from my past I befriended a lot of dusty women. What do I mean by dusty? Dusty is when a woman isn't where she wants to be but refuses to try to get there through effort, through hard work. That is a dusty woman to me. It's not about looks. It's not about dressing a certain way. It's all about the mindset, the mentality, and the drive behind the woman that you are befriending. So my question is, do you have dusty girlfriends? Is she dusty? Now, this is not going to be, oh my gosh, a two-faced, stabbing, having ass bitch type video. No, this is some grown woman shit. Do you have dusty girlfriends? This can make or break your social circle in the life that you want for yourself as far as like success. I'm going to be giving you 5 signs that you are friends with a dusty female. First one, insecure. I have gone through this so many times within my life. Luckily for me, my best friends, they are all about self-betterment and improving themselves. So I've never had to really worry about them. But associates, girls that I have associated with outside of my best friend circle of girlfriends, hopefully you guys know the difference. If you don't know the difference between a best friend or a true girlfriend versus an associate, I will link a video down below that I did like years ago. Insecure women are the worst women to be friends with because they are constantly at a battle with themselves. It has nothing to do with you. Now, I know as women, we feel obligated to be there for a friend who's insecure because we all have our insecurities. But there are boundaries when it comes to a friendship and that girlfriend being insecure. So boundaries that are typically crossed when you're befriending a woman who's insecure, normally it's they view you as competition. Everything's a competition. Everything that
Okay, let me stop it right there. I like that because, you know, as we said before, okay, 14 likes and 1 dislike. Okay, let's go ahead and get up to let's go ahead and get to 15. So y'all fuck with me on the likes. But insecure. Do you got men that's out here insecure? Truly. Yes, you do. You know. Let's give a good example. You know, let's say you got what? A group of 3 guys, and you got so say you and your partners meet up with another group of girls or something. And one of the guys that's with you is not, you know what I'm saying, insecure about his looks, just like she was saying. Everything that, you know what I'm saying, they feel insecure about, they're going to try to do something that's going to drive a wedge in the relationship, like she said, to compete with you in some type of way. It could be any way. You know, it could be, you know what I'm saying, money wise, you know, it could be dressing wise, it could be, you know what I'm saying, just talking, you know, bad about you and to make themselves look good wise. It could be anything. So those things you got to look at when you're dealing with a dusty motherfucker. All right, let's move on to the next one.
want to compete with you on everything, career, man, the way you dress, the way you wear your hair, your makeup, everything. They view everything as a competition. They also don't know their self-worth because I've been friends with girls who are beautiful, like gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous, but because they don't see it in themselves, because they're insecure, they tend to still view me as competition. I've been in situations where normally I have befriended girls who don't wear makeup. I've also befriended girls who typically wear sweats all the time. And Me being me, I'm more girly. I like to get dressed up. I like to look cute. Not all the time, every day, but when I step out, I like to get cute. I like to dress up. That is my moment. Okay. When it comes to the rest of the night, I don't care. But that getting ready process, that's my favorite part of the night. Putting on makeup, getting cute, looking good, smelling good, dressing cute, all of that is like, that's what I look forward to the whole night.
Okay. Let me interject right there because I feel what she's talking about with me dealing with, what I'm saying, hanging out with dudes. Now, usually the problem I usually have is when I overdress. Sometimes, what I'm saying, you might get one dude with, what I'm saying, that step out, excuse me, step out with just jeans and a t-shirt. And then, sometimes I might a little bit overdo it with a, button up, silk shirt or something. And slacks or something. Hold the fuck up. The hell is this noise coming from? Okay. You said who this woman? Oh, I'm gonna shout out at the end. BVZ. But yeah, sometimes you can overdo it, and then you get that, what I'm saying, that kind of a hate vibe. That kind of hate vibe, like, what I'm saying, damn nigga, you ain't have to, what I'm saying, get too motherfucking fly like that. Shit like that, So I feel on that part right there.
After that, I don't care. Like, if I end up with some wine, some bud, and we end up in the desert somewhere and I'm cute, I don't care. Maybe got a little cute pic for Instagram. I don't care. But some girls, they do it for other reasons. Some girls put on makeup and get cute and all that for other women, to impress other women or to compete with other women. When it comes to an insecure girlfriend, she is doing it to compete with you. She is doing it because she's trying to outdo you. And you don't want to be friends with someone like that. I've been in situations where I've helped a girl with their makeup, like teach them how to do their makeup. I don't know how many times this has happened to me. Mind you, when we met, they never wore makeup. They didn't like makeup. They hated it. And then also they wore sweats a lot or often. But when we became friends, and me being me, they started competing with me. So at the time, though, in the moment, I didn't realize it. So it would be things like I would help them.
I would say men would do the same thing too. Men would compete. They'd compete. I had it happen to me before. Like I was saying earlier. Shit, here I am, what I'm saying, overdressing. And then the next week come. Now this motherfucker overdressing. And now I'm in motherfucking jeans and t-shirt. Oh shit.
With their makeup, teach them how to do it. Now, of course, I wear a full face because they typically didn't wear makeup. We would do a little BB cream, some mascara, some lip gloss, some highlighter, stuff like that. Like real simple, simplicity, right? Maybe even teach them how to do their lashes. I'm thinking I'm creating a bond with this woman, but later I find out that once I stop getting invited to places, she views
Sunrose, you came in late, so you gotta kind of listen and learn. Trust me, you're gonna learn something.
me as a competition. And so that, like, it hurts sometimes because it's like, damn, like I did all of that thinking that I'm helping this girl, boost her confidence, increase her self-esteem, and like help her feel good so that when we hit the town, like she's confident and everything like that. And then in reality, she was using me and then also was viewing me as competition. So I've been in situations like this countless of times. And at this point, I'm kind of used to it, but you just don't want to put yourself through that whole process of thinking you're creating a bond with someone when in reality, you're not. They are insecure and they view you as competition. Also, they don't know their self-worth because a lot of these girls, they had great careers. They were smart. They were beautiful. They had everything going for themselves, but they could not see that within themselves, which caused them to be insecure. So again, this 5 signs that you may have a dusty girlfriend. It's not about them not having jobs or not having flourishing careers or being ugly. It's about how they view themselves and how they carry themselves as women, and also how they view you and treat you as a friend. Next, I have a man chaser. If she is a man chaser, most likely she's always going to be caught in some drama.
Wow. Boy, don't this sound like the goddamn rat?
She's always going to be running after some guy, leaving you high and dry. In some cases, even stranded. I've been in situations where a friend has left me stranded for the D. So if you have a girlfriend who is a man chaser, you need to ditch her ass, okay? You don't need to be hanging around someone that's like chasing. You know, you want to hang around women who know their worth, understand that they are the prize, and that any man would be lucky to entertain you guys for a night. You don't want to be friends with a girl who's out here chasing every little thing that come catcalling their way. You know, I've been there, I've done that. I'm like, oh my gosh. Have you ever been in a situation? I remember when I was younger and I ended up at some guy's house in the hood because this.
Now, as a man, no, it's not a bad motherfucking thing. You ask me, shit, motherfucker chase bitches, chase bitches, shit. You got to excuse me over here eating some cashews and drinking my motherfucking drink from my resource room, niggas. But yeah, like I said, as a man, there's nothing wrong with chasing bitches. Shit. You ask me, shit, that's one of my motherfucking favorite hobbies. Fuck with motherfucking bitches. But I can see her in a what she's saying for a female perspective. There's really not a good look be out here chasing niggas. And it's never nothing wrong with going out socializing. But she talking about a constant dick chaser, like the rat, you know. Let's listen on.
The girl that I with, she was getting catcalled by this guy, and somehow we ended up at his house in a basement, and then it got really weird. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. We too grown for that, okay? No man chasers, okay? We are too grown. We are now after 25. You should know your worth. You should know that you are the prize, and you shouldn't be out here chasing no man. So if you find yourself in a situation like that with a girlfriend who is a man chaser, you need to let her ass go.
Maybe that's why the motherfucking rat ain't got no goddamn friends. She always chasing motherfucking dick. She's a dick chaser. Somebody said put the no nachos. What the fuck they say? Damn. Oh, okay. I was trying to catch you what you said, BVZ. Oh shit. Once again, you fuck me, hit the likes. If you don't hit the dislike, feel free to motherfucking comment and motherfucking subscribe.
Number 3, weight issues. There's only one type of dusty woman that I'm talking about, okay? Now, we all struggle with our weight. As women, we all struggle with our weight.
Sound like the motherfucking problem that the rat has. She struggle with her weight issues. She out here motherfucking trying to chase dick online.
We all struggle with our weight. But the only type of women that I consider to be dusty are the ones that constantly belittle themselves and constantly put themselves down and constantly complain. They're just so unhappy with their weight, but they don't do anything. Like, they don't do anything about it. They are constantly complaining.
Wow. Sounds like the rat.
Constantly belittling. Like, example, my muffin top is hanging out of my jeans. Like, they're always complaining. Oh my gosh, my thighs, they look so massive. Constantly, all day, complain about their weight, but don't do anything about it. You'll see them at McDonald's, or you'll see them just cheating.
Or Chick-fil-A, talking about it's their cheating day. Oh shit.
Cheating, like no self-discipline, nothing at all. I just don't like being friends with women like that, because that stuff rubs off on me, you know. And if you don't have any self-discipline when it comes to your weight and managing a healthy weight, I'm not going to have any self-discipline. And Also, that's a reflection of me. I've been in situations with friends who I've tried to diet with and they fall off the wagon, and I've had to distance myself because I don't need people who fall off the wagon so easily, all because Popeyes had a $5 box.
A little bit too fucking much now to fall out with somebody just because they cheat on their goddamn diet. Now that's a little bit motherfucking overboard. Now that part right there, I don't too much. I don't agree with. You know, I don't agree with that part. I mean, but everything, just about everything else she's saying, you know, I pretty much agree with.
I need girls who are really serious about getting in control of their health. I'm not saying you got to be a $125 or $150, but take care of yourself. Take pride in taking care of yourself, and don't belittle yourself and throw yourself a pity party every time you want to put on those nice, cute little jeans, and then you don't like how they fit, but then you constantly, like, you repeatedly do the same thing. No change in your behavior, nothing. Like, you do the same thing constantly, expecting, I don't know, better results. I don't
know. Sounds like the motherfucking rat. That bitch do the same motherfucking shit, the same fucking scams, and want everybody to feel sorry for a monkey ass. Sound like a Dusty so far. Now this coming from a woman. It's not coming from a man. This is coming from a woman.
But I cannot stand befriending women like that, because it's like that energy rubs on to me and I just don't need that energy. So I've been friends with girls who we started off working out in the gym and then somehow they fall off. You lost the weight and then they view you as competition now, or I don't know, like jealous and envious of your weight loss. So when it comes to friends, when it comes to girlfriends and their weight, make sure it's someone that's secure with their weight. But the ones that constantly complain but then don't do anything, that's the type of woman that I'm talking about. Stay away from women like that. Stay away from women like that. Stay away. And in most cases, women like that, they don't have any sort of discipline. So that is a dusty girlfriend. You don't want to be around someone like that. You want people in your life that are serious about being healthy, getting healthy, staying healthy. And it's not just you out here and you're doing some fad diet, waist training, drinking tea. You want people out here who are being active to get in shape and that want to be healthy, not so much are trying to get, a snatch waist. I mean, you can make that a goal, but it shouldn't just be your only goal when it comes to getting fit and working out and eating right. Number 4, dates or hangs around dusty men. You don't want to be friends with a girl like this, because who you going to end up with? If she's hanging around men like that, who are you going to end up with? How are you going to create prospects if your friend is constantly hanging around dusty men and dating dusty men? If your girlfriend is out here dating dusty men or hanging around dusty men for whatever reason, that's a reflection of your social circle. Your girlfriends need to be out here creating prospects like you, serious prospects, you guys. And then also
now that right there, I kind of agree with her, but kind of disagree with her. So I'm kind of like half and half. The reason why I say that is because you can't control who your girlfriend falls in love with, But at the same time, I do see what she's saying. You kind of want to find somebody who can level up with you when you're on an even playing field. I mean, when you're on a certain level. You don't want to, basically date down. I mean, you might find somebody, you might run into somebody that you might vibe with, and they might be somewhat on your level, or you feel they can get up to your level at least. But like I said, with this right here, I'm half and half with this part.
Girlfriend needs to be out here surrounding herself around men of means, because then that could possibly lead to you meeting a man of means. But if you guys are constantly surrounding yourself around men who are dusty, don't expect to meet a man of means that way. If your girlfriend out here hanging around dusty men, 9 times out of 10, she a dusty girlfriend, okay? Number 5, I'll put this all in one. Always broke, never works, but has self-entitlement issues. That is a dusty girlfriend. You got good credit. Your bills are paid. You have maybe, I don't know, like maybe $200 in your account for necessities, but It's just there. You have a full tank of gas in your car, right? Rent's paid, all your bills are paid. But
wow. She said gas. She said bills are paid. She said $200 to the side. It might not have been 505, but goddamn, $200 to the side that you know this there. Wow. Wow. Sound like a Dusty so far.
you only have $200 in your account. That's not broke to me. And maybe you even have a savings account. And maybe you have 2 credit cards. You know what I'm saying? That's not broke to me. That's not broke. That's reasonable. And you still have a savings account. But maybe you can't, go out on the town every weekend. Maybe there was something that came up, like you had to get your car fixed, or maybe you got in an accident or something like that. Or maybe an expense just popped up out of nowhere. And so, oops, I had to make a payment that I wasn't really expecting. That to me is not broke. But always broke to me is when one of your girlfriends has bad credit and is not trying to fix it.
Bad credit. Sounds like the rat.
Trying to correct it. Another sign that she's dusty is if she doesn't work, never can hold down a
shit. She never works. Sound like the rat.
Job, always going to the unemployment office, always talking about how she got fired. One of her managers had an attitude with her. Stay away from
one of her business partners. They ain't doing business no more.
Dusty women like that, or even women who don't try to pursue a better career, or maybe even a career that Oh,
okay. She was a regular Uber driver. Now she's a platinum Uber driver. Well, I give her that credit.
Makes them more comfortable in life as far as like making more money. And then also self-entitlement, like a girl that doesn't want to work, doesn't feel the need to work, but is broke, doesn't have any money. These are just things that I feel are considered to be a dusty woman. So make sure you stay away from women like this. The always broke, the doesn't work, the self-entitlement. It's like, come on, girl, you got to pick your struggle, honey. You can't be all of those struggles in one. That's all that I have regarding this video, you guys. Comment down below. What are some other dusty traits that you've experienced from girlfriends? Comment down below. And if you haven't already, please subscribe.
Okay. Y'all see everybody in the chat going kind of crazy. Now, I can agree with some of the things y'all saying in the chat. She sounds uppity, but you have to listen to the truth that she's saying. There's some true shit that she's saying. Like I said, I agree with most of the shit she's saying, but it's some shit that I don't agree with. And she pointed out some facts. I wanted to play that because I wanted to hear a woman's perspective. And when I ran into this video, I was like, oh, okay, let me listen to this. I listened to it. And I was like, wow. Oh, okay. This right here, I mean, I can see this, that could be a good meaning of dusty. But it seemed like, I ain't talking about YouTube. I'm just talking about life in general. When you're dealing with, an actual dusty motherfucker. YouTube, I mean, you don't agree with a motherfucker. You lame, you dusty, you broke, you every fucking thing. So I ain't talking about motherfucking YouTube. She sounds tiring. Fake uppity. How is it fake uppity? I mean, she just got standards. BVZ, she just got standards. You can't knock nobody with standards. But her name is, what the fuck is her name? I don't want to say it wrong. Oh, okay. Yanni. Yeah. Her name is Yanni. She does commentary on her. Like I said, I just ran into it a couple of weeks ago. I've been meaning to play this. You said she's whack. I mean, everybody you're not going to feel on her. Everybody you're not going to vibe with. It's just what it is. Everybody don't vibe with everybody. That's what something, you just got to accept. But like I said, this video right here, I vibe with her a little bit on this one, Because like I said, I wanted to hear a female perspective of what's dusty, you know? Because like I said, the word get used so loosely. It's like, well, damn. You know, shit, dusty back in my day would mean you was a motherfucking straight dirt ball, you know? You wore dusty clothes. But now dusty is being used as basically you ain't got shit, you know, or you ain't trying to do nothing with yourself. So I got okay, I get it now. I get it. So she broke down a good definition of a dusty female, and everything she was saying was kind of applying to the motherfucking rap. But the rap to get on this motherfucker want to call everybody else dusty. I'm like, God damn, bitch, hold on. Have you looked at yourself? Have you looked at yourself, bitch? You said roast the rat. Oh, we forget into the rat. We forget into the rat. Oh shit, we can go get into the rat. I needed to play that. You know, like I said, I like to keep an even balanced wheel over here. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying, make it seem like, you know what I'm saying, oh, that's all men do is go in on women. No. We just point out the bullshit and the fuck shit. You know what I'm saying over here? Y'all know that. You know, but for the most part, a lot of people, other people don't. You know, it is what it is. You know, once they listen, then they'll start saying. Then they might get a feel of it. And she been on her for a minute. God bless. And that's not the real Romero. No, that's not the real Romero. The real Romero, he's modded up. I feel you. Sorry, I'm not trying to be ballsy. No, it's all good. No, it's all good. Like I said, I wanted to play that because, like I said, I wanted to get a female perspective, you know, on it. I know everybody was like, "What, man? What the fuck?" Yeah, I know, but hey, sometimes you know what I'm saying. Because if I'd have sat here and said all that shit, you know, you know, some motherfuckers would have side. I mean, like, damn, nigga, how you gonna sit here and you know say some shit? Nah, you heard it from a female. You know, just flip it into a male perspective, and that's the male. I mean, you get the male version. So, like I said, most of the shit she was saying, I agree with, but some of the shit I didn't. You know, it is what it is. Okay. Once again, you fuck with me, hit the likes. If you don't, hit the dislike. Feel free to comment and subscribe. Okay, we're gonna get into this flashback. Once again, the $5 giveaway is gonna be today. So get ready. Just get ready. You know, $5 giveaway gonna be today. Since we ain't do it last Friday. So we got the $5 giveaway coming up. All right. Let's get back to this motherfucking bitch.
Right here. I am like so just annoyed. Like I think I feel so much at one time. It's almost overwhelming. So I told everybody that I'm definitely going to take a break from YouTube until justice is born. I'll try to keep doing updates on this channel, on this pregnancy vlog channel until justice is born. But I'm telling you, it's like so much shit that is annoying the fuck out of me right now that I think I just need a break. And it's not YouTube too much. It's more of, I think now it's more of a hormonal thing than it has been my entire pregnancy. Like my entire pregnancy has been difficult. And everybody, you know, who's been listening to me, you know that it has been difficult. It has been hard. It has been like tiring. I can't, just physically, it has drained me. And I keep telling my mother and everyone around me, I wish my mother wasn't gone.
Okay. Now she just said it's not YouTube. I think it's more hormonal. Now, you're talking about your pregnancy has been hard. Well, Sansaray, maybe if you would have set everything up before you got pregnant, and made everything a little bit more easier for yourself, it wouldn't be so hard. It really wouldn't, Ray. Trust me. I got 2 kids, and trust me, the pregnancy wasn't hard at all. Maybe pushing it out, but other than that, it was a nice, cool, good ride. So whatever you set up for yourself for future reference, just know once you set it up, make everything, nice and in orderly fashion for yourself, that things won't be so hard for you. Just try to apply that.
Whole time. She should be back very soon, but she was gone for a long time. And she is coming back, I think, the 11th. She was living in DC, and
oh my God, why the fuck is she telling us all this shit when Kathy coming back, where she was living, what time she supposed to board a flight, what time she supposed to take a piss, and what time she supposed to wipe her ass? But then want to sit here and say everybody in our business. Okay.
my mother hasn't lived in Georgia. She used to live in Georgia like 6 years ago, I think. Something like that. And then she moved to California, and then she went back to DC. Hold on for a moment.
So basically, Kathy stayed all over. All righty. Kathy was a Rolling Stone.
Okay, so I'm back. And so she should be back here in San Francisco on the 11th. And I'll be happy to see.
I wonder what time she's supposed to land, Ray. At 7:00.
Her, and I think I needed her this entire time she was gone, because it has been a consistent, it is difficult to be on bed rest and pregnant and still try to move around and do everything and handle everything I'm supposed to be handling. It's just been right. So this break I'm trying to take from YouTube, which you could kind of see it happening because I've been slowing down on uploads. I've been slowing down on podcasts. I've been slowing down on everything because towards the end of this pregnancy, this is actually getting harder. The first part was hard, but this is hard on a different level. Damn it. Hold on one more time. Hold on. Okay, it's kind of been, and if I put you guys on hold again, just be patient with me because I'm having one of those days. Matter of fact, I had this day. This day started the frustration.
Okay, hold on. I just caught something. This bitch says she on bed rest. The fuck? If you was on motherfucking bed rest, the fuck you doing on YouTube then?
Started yesterday, and it's not. Again, it has nothing to do with YouTube because I don't really let YouTube get to me like that. I remember a lot of people thought maybe trolls and shit like that would stress me, but that's was never really something I cared about. Because when you know who you are as a person, when you're like confident as a person, and you know who you are, when people that don't know you say shit, you kind of look at them like, I don't know you, like you don't know me, you don't know, like they can't affect you. Like when you're the type of person I am, where I don't care what people think of me. Anyone can say anything about me and I'll be like, whatever. And if it's someone who has been in my life and they've actually lost all respect for I've lost all respect for them, or you know, they're on my shit list, and then they say something like publicly about me. That shit doesn't bother me either. So I'm one of those type of people. I think it's just I've been conditioned that way. I don't think a lot of people on YouTube are like that though. I think that's like a I don't know. I think that's something that I don't know. I gain with time. I don't know. But anyway, so I'm going to take my break from YouTube until Justice is born. And I'm going to slow down even more on uploading until he's born. He won't be born until May 13th. But it seems like as I get closer towards the end of this pregnancy, it gets harder. It's like fucking, I don't know. It's like hormonal. Like I can tell the difference. Like I remember when everybody was getting on my fucking nerves, and like in my comment section and my live chats, I guess they would think I would get offline and be like, you know, letting it bother my real life. But no, I would just let people irk the fuck out of me in my live chat and then let it go. But this feeling right here is different. This is like I can just tell this shit right here that I'm feeling right now is definitely has something to do with my pregnancy, because I have no reason in the world to feel anything that I feel right now. Like I feel on like every single feeling that I have, whether it's sadness, angry, whatever it is, it's like amplified to the point where I'm so fucking frustrated and so damn just like about everything. It's like I'm upset. I'm groggy. I don't want anybody talking to me. I'm tired. One girl hit me up on Instagram earlier today. She was talking to me about doulas, right? And of course, everybody who talks to me about a doula or a midwife, they mean well, because they're like, doulas are you know better for your delivery, blah blah blah. So I'm explaining to her why I don't want a doula, and people keep asking me to get a doula, like a doula is free. You know what I'm saying? Like a doulas don't just walk around saying, "Hey, I'll help deliver your baby for free," and my insurance is not going to sit up here and take a doula. You know what I'm saying? My insurance company is like, okay, you want a regular doctor, you want a hospital, you want a nurse, we got you, boo. But start talking to us about doulas and shit, like natural shit. We don't want to hear that shit. We're not paying for that shit. You know what I'm saying? So when people come to me like, you should get a doula, and blah blah blah, and you know, I say to them, you know, that sounds good in theory, I guess, but when you start weighing the pros and cons versus your regular OBGYN versus you know, a doula or a midwife, it's like the pros and cons are the same. I was talking to my aunt Sterling before she left here and went back to Detroit. They came to visit for Easter. And I was talking to her about how I wanted to give birth, but I didn't want them to clip the cord. I wanted them to keep the placenta attached to my son until it naturally fell off. So I was going to take the placenta home with me. Right?
Oh my God. Do y'all think that's kind of sanitary to actually do that shit? If you think it's sanitary to do that shit, press one in the chat room.
That sounds crazy, right? To an average person who, you know, like to my aunt Sterling, she was like, is that sanitary? It's gonna be wide out in the open, and you can't just have it out in the open. And you know, she was just bringing all of these points to my attention that the doula who told me to keep the placenta didn't tell me. You know, so now, like I said, it's like pros and cons to everything. But when this woman, when I'm telling her this in my IG, and she's this morning, she was suggesting it to me, I was like getting super annoyed. And this is when I realized I must be going through that stage in pregnancy where I really just am annoyed by everything, because plenty of people have had conversations with me about doulas before and midwives before. And not once was I this annoyed ever. And then she had like follow-up questions, and she started bombarding me with questions. And I was like, oh my God, this lady is driving me crazy. Then she asked me about childbirth pain. And for some reason, for me, childbirth pain isn't something that I'm like really too concerned about, because for me, it's like a mind thing. You know, it's like a mental it's a mind thing. It's something that you can kind of control. It's something that you kind of, and it is very painful for some women, and then some women go and it's not as painful as all, or it's painful, but it's so quick that it's, you forget the pain. Like when I had my first child, I had Dominique, my labor had to been like 30, 45 minutes. Like I just randomly woke up in the middle of the night and was like, yo, I think I'm in labor. And then we went to the hospital. I filled out my paperwork, laid in the bed 2 minutes. 30 minutes later, Dominique was born. So I felt pain, but I only felt pain during the pushing process, like that part. And I only pushed maybe 3 or 4 times, So when we're talking about childbirth pain here, the only time I get a level of fear in regards to childbirth is when I think about how weak I felt the entire pregnancy. And then I think about how big Justice is. And will I be able to push him out? That's what I think about. And I worry about my blood pressure and my, just things that could possibly go wrong during childbirth. But I don't think about the pain. And I told her, this is when she really started driving me crazy. Okay. This is when I knew my hormones are kicking in, because they weren't doing this the whole pregnancy. And I could tell the difference. So I said to her, I said, listen, the childbirth pain is least of my concern right now, because honestly, what my son's father has done to me has hurt me more than anything. There is nothing more painful than that. You cannot.
So hold up. By Priest leaving her dead in the hotel. I mean, leaving her for dead in the hotel versus her getting her ass beat and stumped the fuck out by a goddamn Mexican hooligan, whoever the fuck he was. So that was the worstest thing. Priest.
No one will be able to tell me that the shit that the father of my child has done is more painful. Okay, I mean less painful than childbirth. I've experienced childbirth. I know what it feels like. So we're talking about physical pain versus emotional pain here. And to be abandoned during that time, that type of pain right there is like hurting the fuck out of me. Every time I think about it, it hurts. Now, I may have experienced it. When I was experiencing it, it was hurting a lot more. Like it doesn't hurt as bad as it was hurting. But when I think about it, it still hurts. Like, and it hurts in a way that is an agonizing pain, and it hurts longer. Right. So I'm telling her the fact that my son's father, after all of the conversations that we have had about having children and where I thought he stood with me, for me to find out that he never loves me, that he doesn't care about me, that he doesn't want our son, and this nigga abandoned me while I was sick. There is nothing that you could like, no one can convince me that anything is more painful than that. Let me tell you something. That pain feels worse than a toothache. You know how when your tooth hurts and the nerve is.
Man, fuck that shit. A bitch can leave me for dead in motherfucking hotel quick than a motherfucking in a toothache. Fuck what this bitch talking about.
Out. That shit hurts so bad that your eyes might start fucking watering. I'm here to tell you that the pain that I felt in this last relationship I was in with my son's father is worse than it. Okay? It is worse than that. Now imagine if you had this toothache with this nerve open and you had that shit for months. Let's say, what is it? What's today? April 4th, 2018. Think about if you had this toothache nerve pain every day from August 2017 to April 2017. Do you know how many weeks is in that? Do you know how many months is in that? That's a long time for your motherfucking tooth to be aching, right? Now remember, I said the pain that I feel is worse than the fucking toothache. I said this, right? It's worse. Imagine if you just had a toothache and the nerve was just out and that shit hurt. And it hurt from August 2017 to right now. You would be dying on this side. You hear me? Like that pain right there. You would, I don't care what nobody says, that shit, you would be like, this is the worst. Just kill me now. Just kill me fucking now. That's how you would be. And so I'm sitting back to this lady because I just wanted to give you an example. I digress for a moment. I tell this lady, listen, I'm not worried about childbirth because the shit that my son's father did is the worst shit I've ever experienced in my life. And that pain is worse than childbirth.
Now this motherfucking bitch about to push a whole head out her ass and sit up her tongue on goddamn priest.
Will get through childbirth. Okay. This shit with my son's father, I'm still trying to figure out how I'm gonna get through. Okay. I don't know how I'm gonna get past that or over it so much to where I can even let another man touch me. That's how bad it is. Right. So I'm telling her this. She's like, he did not abandon you. He was released. Right? She goes into this, he was released. And you know, he was released because there's a bigger purpose for your son. And that you need to trust the process. Right? Because that's all he was there to, you know, that was his purpose. His purpose was to donate his fucking sperm. Right? This is what she said. He's there to donate his sperm. That's it. Right? Now, I've heard other women say this foolishness. Right? I've heard other women say this. And they're talking about the greater good and, you know, God and higher power and shit. And everybody knows that since this situation between Priest and I, it has been very, very difficult for me to see I had before him. Because I've been Buddhist. You know, I was Christian for a long time, but I decided to be Buddhist maybe, I want to say 2014, I want to say. And it's been a better choice for me. So I decided to do that. And because I used to pray so much for my relationship and for me to have a child and for me to, you know, whatever, right?
Okay. Now this bitch should sit up here and pray for her to have a child and for her to fucking be married. Bitch, why don't you pray the motherfucker be stable first? I mean, you hustling backwards.
Now, the way that it went, you know, the way that it went, it just seems, what? And I was telling her, I was like, I don't see the universe like making such a huge mistake. You understand? Like, I don't see how this was not making sense. And maybe people in the chat can explain this to me if it's anybody in the chat, because I haven't looked at it yet. I'm just venting at the moment. Okay. So what I don't fucking understand, right, which I cannot grasp the concept of, is if God is almighty, right? God is like this powerful thing in our lives that controls everything. And I'm one of the type of people that believes the universe, God is one big, powerful thing. And I'm an extension of it. There's no separation. Okay. We're connected in some kind of way. So I am basically a manifestation of some things that the universe wants to experience. Right. So factoring in what I want as well. Right. If I go to the universe or if I go to God, let's just say I'm Christian. If I go to God and I say, God, I want to have a baby with my husband. I want to happily ever after. I will do everything humanly possible I can to make sure this is a smooth situation. Whatever it is that you need me to change, I will change. Anything that I need to do, I will do. Just do your will in my life and make sure it's positive, because I don't want any more hurt or any more pain. I don't want to go through nothing else. And you pray and you pray and you pray and you pray and you pray. Right? Why wouldn't God just bring you someone who wants a baby and wants marriage instead of bringing you someone who will pretend that's what they want? Then you get pregnant and they dip out, they opt out. I don't understand it. Help me grasp that concept. God's almighty, right? The universe is all big and shit, right? What kind of discrepancy is that? And so she tried, and I'm explaining this to her, right? The lady from IG, the girl that said I should get a doula. And she says to me, well, that's not the universe mistake. That's not God's mistake. That's your mistake. Wait. So you mean to tell me I did all this praying and asking for guidance, and I seem to have never gotten it and still managed to make a mistake?
Yeah, she told you on motherfucking right. God damn it, was your choice. It wasn't in universe. It wasn't God. It was Sansaray choice. You can sit here and pray for every motherfucking thing. Shit, goddamn, I pray the motherfucking shit. Everything be motherfucking so smooth and easy till the motherfucking day I die. But do you think it's gonna go like that? Yeah, it can. Only if I make it. So that's what you gotta, you keep forgetting. You need to apply yourself.
Right? So I'm telling her, like, yo, the whole time I was in that relationship, I listened. Hold on. I listened to the universe. I listened to God. That's the point of you praying. That's the point. And one thing I always learned from it.
I like this one right here. Right on, BVZ. Once again, you fuck with me. Hit the likes. If you don't hit the dislike, feel free to comment and subscribe. Also, feel free to shut the fuck up and donate to my motherfucking spiritual relocation fund. Yeah, I like that one right there.
Religion was to not be excessively judgmental. Okay, that's one thing that I wasn't in my
Right, BVZ. That's like praying for the motherfucking lotto. You don't even play it. That's what she's doing. Oh yes, God, I want a man and a baby, but she don't even go out to attempt to get motherfucking start the process the right way to get an actual man and then get a baby. She go to POF and just hit like, accept, accept. Oh, yes, I got a boyfriend now.
My last relationship. Well, I wasn't very judgmental of in that situation. Right? That's number one. Number two, I displayed a level of forgiveness and understanding, which is something that you're taught in your religion, right? That's what you're taught. So I did that. And all of the practical stuff that people who may give relationship advice or something like that, all of the practical, logical relationship advice anyone could give me, I basically took. Hold on for a second.
God damn, this bitch got everybody holding on like a motherfucker. But seemed like somebody was trying to give us some motherfucking good motherfucking advice, and she didn't want to take it once again. Oh my god, she don't want to take shit. She don't want to listen to shit. She thinks shit just supposed to fall out the fucking sky. Everything supposed to get handed to her. Everything is a handout. Everything is a help. That's what it is with the rat. Everything is a handout and a help. You have to help the rat. You have to give a handout to the rat. God damn, when is gonna be some motherfucking work? Some hard motherfucking work that's gonna equal some motherfucking winnings.
Okay, I think I'm back. So anyone, explain to me how the fuck this shit happened. Now, before I talk to this lady on Instagram, right, I don't even think I was thinking about it as much as I'm thinking about it right now. I think I was annoyed by it, but I don't think I was thinking about it the way that I'm thinking about it. I was thinking about it yesterday when I was talking to Bruno. Me and Bruno was texting each other, and I was talking.
This bitch is annoyed by anything that's the fucking truth. As long as you can fill her head with some bullshit. Oh, you're an awesome guy. You're an awesome man. I mean, you just sit back. I can just imagine just what it's like, sit here trying to rap to her ass. It'd be a motherfucking easy motherfucking go.
Her about it, and she has her feelings. She has some interesting feelings in regards to my situation. And I always appreciate people who are honest with me about how they feel in regards to my situation. So me and her was talking. And then my mother said something. My mother, here's what's bothering me about my mom. And I know this is gonna sound fucking crazy, but my mother, I don't like the advice my mother gives. And I don't like the advice that a lot of people are giving.
Goddamn. Didn't I just say this shit? Didn't I just say this shit? I don't like the advice that my mom is giving. Matter of fact, I don't like the advice nobody's giving me. But as soon as everything goes wrong, it's everybody else's fault. No, it's Priest's fault. No, it's Chris and Jap's fault. It's everybody else's fault when the shit go wrong. But shit going right, oh, they hating on me and my husband. Oh, they hating on me and my fiance. Oh my God.
Me. Not because it's not something that I want to hear, but because it sounds so vengeful and spiteful. It just annoys me. Like, it's like, I don't want the negativity, right? I don't want it.
I told y'all, this chick is ass backwards. I mean, seriously, ass fucking backwards. You tell her something that's the opposite, she gonna love the fuck out of you. Or you tell her when she wants something she want to hear, she'll love the fuck out of you. But you tell her something right, oh, you're a hater. You're a troll. You're jealous of me. Man, there's gonna be everything under the motherfucking sun.
So I don't know. I just feel like a lot of advice people giving me is just so ugly. Hey Monica, hey, oh wow, look, it's Bruno and Monica, and that's it. Okay, I can fuck with that because y'all two can give me some good. Like, luckily, it's good thing is nobody else in here, and it's just y'all two in the chat. It's not a lot of people in the chat. Yeah, I definitely.
So basically, this bitch was talking all this fucking time to get some advice. That's basically what she was doing. As soon as Bruno and which who don't hang with her no more, and I guess my other chick Monica popped in the chat. Oh, I'm glad to see you too. Y'all can give me some advice.
I am taking my break. This will be my last day. Like posting. I probably won't post. I don't know. I probably won't post for like, I don't know, till Justice is born, and that's like a month. I might post sometimes. We're not gonna post daily. I usually do.
And that was a lie once again. Because if I go back to the dates on this shit, I'm pretty sure she posted like 2 days later. No less than a fucking week for sure. Just like she said she's not gonna be showing her face for 6 months. Come on now. How long do y'all think the rat gonna last, y'all? I need to make that a big, nice big motherfucking excuse me. A nice big motherfucking giveaway on that. How long do y'all think the rat gonna last of not posting herself? I want to see a count in the room. I want to see a count.
Should, because when I see my YouTube check, like my YouTube check be low as fuck if I don't post shit. Like my YouTube check be looking ridiculous. Hey, Miss K.
Of course, boy, you be counting on that YouTube check.
So I should keep posting, but I don't know. Hey, princess, what's up? Uh,
So you saying 6 days, BVZ? Twinkie said 505. 5.5 days. We passed that. I mean, it's shit. We ain't seen her since she ain't broke a monk ass on since was it last Sunday? Was it last Sunday? Tell y'all say 2 weeks tops. I'm getting over like shit, motherfucking a month. Maybe two. Yeah, I say two max. 1 month minimum. You said 2 weeks. Somebody said 2 weeks. I'm just gonna say this 5.5 days and 6 days, y'all. That shit is past that. Yeah, it's past that. I'm saying going on cam. Oh, she gonna make an upload. She gonna upload, y'all. That's a fact. But her ass coming on cam, like I said, I give her max 2 months.
hold on. I know it might not be the same, but I remember my surgeries. Those are physical pain and years ago, but it hurts more to be emotionally betrayed. Yes, the emotional pain is psychological pain, psychological scarring. Emotional scarring is harder to recover from than physical pain. I don't care what nobody says. So when this woman was sitting here talking to me about childbirth, I was looking at the phone like, is she serious? Hey Mark, what's up? Um, I fear no physical pain. Yeah, I don't fear physical pain, tattoos, piercings, none of that. I have 6 tattoos. I have 6 earrings, piercings. I don't fear that stuff. Um, Indigo, what kind of advice were you seeking? Now just advice about um just my situation. Like I think my biggest thing is trying to cope with the my breakup and how things went and my son, him denying my son. That's the worst thing a man could do to me. Um
That's the worst thing a man could do to you is deny a child from your ass. Shit, I'm pretty sure if he could take time back, he would have denied denied your ass. The fuck? Shit. Man, only a motherfucking priest would have took heed, man. We wouldn't even be listening to this. Well, we probably still would, because shit, she'll make up some shit. But boy, a priest would have motherfucking listened. Oh boy, she'll be asked the fuck out. I know that for a fact. She'd have been asked the fuck out. She knows it.
Other than abandoning us how he did, the worst
Goddamn, abandoned or left you for dead. Shit, bitch, pick one.
is coping with him telling people our son isn't his when he knows better. I just, and the way that he's acting, like, it's just, how am I supposed to cope with that? And when people come to me to give me advice, it's always something spiteful or vengeful or something that I need to do in order to get some type of revenge against him. It's never, it just doesn't, it's never positive.
Nah, you just take that shit that people tell you the truth, and you think about it like, well, damn, it's his fault. And then that's when you want to motherfucking get revenge on him. Get the fuck out of here. Motherfuckers don't come up to you like, oh yeah, you should motherfucker beat his ass, and you should motherfucker cuss Adonia out. No motherfucker don't come up to you saying no shit like that, Science Ray. It's this motherfucking truth that hurt your ass so fucking bad, and you find him to take the anger and the blame out on. Come on now. We've been sitting here listening and watching your ass. You ain't fooling nobody.
Is what I want to say. It's never like, so, like, okay, let me give you an example since Bruna in here. Let me give you an example. So, priest named Justice Listen, I called my son Justice, right? That's what I call him, baby Justice, right? I have the public calling him Justice because that's his nickname. That's what I want people to call him. All right. His birth name is something else. His birth name is something that his father created. His father named him. Now, the thing is, his father named him when we was still in a good place. But Bruna thinks that I should scrap that shit all together and say, fuck that name and name Justice what I want to name him. Now, I like the name that his father came up with. I think it's a great name. All right. But when I tell people that I'm going to name my son what his father named him, a lot of people are like, he don't deserve to name him. He doesn't deserve, like, anything that I say in regards to my son having his father around, or my son having some type of connection with his father, even if it's not a physical one or they never see each other, people still want me to get rid of that as well. Right? They don't want, but it's from a spiteful, vengeful place. It's not a because it's not about whether Priest deserves it or not. It's not whether his father deserves to name him or not. For me, it's more of, I'm thinking about it from my son's perspective. Like, I'm thinking, when I was growing up without my father, right? What was I thinking? There's a lot of boys out there that was thinking, oh, my father didn't love me, so that made them feel some type of way about themselves. Oh, my father didn't do such and such and such, and they internalize that shit. So by me continuing to use the name that Priest created to call Justice, to me, that is something that my son can say, okay, at some point, my father felt something for me. So then that little negative feeling that, kids have where they feel like their father, abandoned them at XYZ, he doesn't have to feel that. So that's just another tool that I'm using to teach my son, number one, how to respect fatherhood. Because even though Priest did a whole bunch of fucked up shit, I'm not going to be the woman that says to my son, your father is a shit stain. I say that shit to y'all any day because y'all know what's up. Like, I tell y'all that. But when Justice starts asking me questions about his father, or he wants to hear stories about his father, I'm going to tell him good stuff. Eventually, I'll tell him his father left, but I'm not going to how I talk to you guys about it, because I'll go to you guys and be like, this piece of shit ass bastard decided to do this selfish ass shit because literally he's a piece of shit and he knew he was worthless and he knew that I deserved better, and this is why he's doing this. He's giving me every reason to motherfucking run for the border. Like, you ever seen somebody do some shit to purposely destroy some shit? Like purposely like do some shit to destroy. I think this is what he was doing because he wanted me to leave. He wanted me to leave because, number one, it would take too much work for him to improve himself, and he would prefer to continue being the piece of shit he's been for the past, however many years. You catch my drift? So that type of shit is like not what I'm going to tell my son.
Okay, Priest a piece of shit. What the fuck are you? Welcome to the road, the beauty. Oh shit! Everybody troll. Everybody's a motherfucking stalker. Everybody's a convict. Everybody's a criminal. Everybody's broke. Priest is a piece of shit. What the fuck are you? That's the biggest question. You need to ask yourself, what the fuck are you? Once again, we got the $5 giveaway coming up. So y'all be prepared. Make sure you go refresh. We got it coming up. So make sure y'all refresh because you're going to have to spell it right.
I'm just going to tell my son the positive conversations and things that we did talk about in regards to children and regards to anything that we had fun doing, because I don't want this negative depiction of a man in my son's mind, because my son is going to be a man one day. And if I program in his mind while he's young that being a man is such a negative thing, imagine how he's going to turn out. You know? He doesn't want Junior. No, see, he doesn't like, first of all, his father doesn't like his government. So he doesn't want his son to be a junior. Okay. He isn't even a junior. He's like the third. You know, he's like third or fourth, some shit like that. I think the third. And so if I was to name my son his father's government name, my son would be the fourth. Right. So my thing is, my son's father doesn't have like this amazing relationship with his father, so I can understand why he doesn't want our son to be Junior. But the name that he picked was fine with me. You know? I'm not gonna name my son. It's not a Junior name. He didn't name my son his name Junior. You know?
Shit. Thank God he ain't a goddamn Sansa Jr. Oh my God. What if this has been a girl and she been Sansa Ray Jr., y'all? My God.
Yeah, I asked you, Bruna. I asked you the specific questions I asked you about your situation, because you were one of the people that came to me and talked to me about it. You were one of the people, like, even my daughter, my mother, I mean, my friends are like, fuck that nigga. He doesn't deserve to have his name. Don't preserve that legacy. But you guys have to understand, I'm looking at it from my son's perspective. I'm not looking at it from Priest's perspective. I'm not even looking at it from my perspective. I'm more of, when I was younger, right? I remember thinking my father isn't around, blah, blah, blah. And most of the people I know whose father wasn't around, they was thinking it was worthless, or they just hated, their fathers. So I don't want my son to hate the concept of fatherhood or manhood, or to hate his father. I didn't want that. But anyone who hasn't grew up with their father that's male, or even, anyone who grew up without their father that's even female, I'm asking everybody, like, what did you think about your father? Like, what did your mother tell you about your father? Now, everybody knows the story I'm going to tell my son because I did a video about it. But when I ask people for advice about my situation, right? And a lot of people just give me a whole bunch of vengeful, spiteful shit. They give me revengeful advice. I don't want that. I want you to explain to me, how can I cope with this and move forward? That's it, really, because I don't see myself being able to, I don't see the light at the end of the tunnel in regards to this situation. I can't see past how bad the pain, I guess I want to say. I don't see, like, because I remember when it first started happening, and he was acting foolish. He kept telling me, he kept asking me little shit like, what would you do if I did such and such and such? And I'd be like, yo, you did such and such and such. I don't think I will ever be able to forgive you. I don't think I'm ever going to be able to do it. I can't. I don't know. And he would say, well, if I did such and such, I hope that you could forgive me. And I'm like, well, if you know it's going to hurt me, why would you do it? Like, why would you do it? And then I'm just like, how am I supposed to forgive? That's all. My mom kept it real, but she didn't want us hating him. I don't like him though. Yeah, I'm not. I personally think that his internal issues, right? Priest's internal issues are the problem. Justice isn't the problem. Priest has some internal shit that he's pulling from his childhood and his, because honestly, if you are a grown up, right? Let's say we are grown ups, right? We are all grown ups. If we have children, we're gonna love our children. You see what I'm saying? Regardless of who their mother or father is. We're like, fuck that. I love my babies. You know, I know a whole bunch of divorced people, a whole bunch of people who got a baby mama and a baby daddy, and they still want to know what's up with their kids. You know what I'm saying? They want to know what's going on with their babies, man. And if you don't want to know what's going on with your babies, if you aren't even calling the woman that's pregnant with your child to try to figure out, is your child okay? Something is wrong with you, deep rooted on the inside. So I can't, if I keep it real with my son about his father, it's never going to be, you know, your father was a piece of shit and he treated me like a piece of shit and he played me in this so-called wife he had. And don't even get me started on that fucked up ass wife. And don't get me started on, you know, it's not gonna be what I say to him. It's gonna be like, yo, your father really had some serious deep-rooted issues that he couldn't fucking iron out. And I don't even think he realized when you were a baby that he had these issues. So now that you're 13 or now that you're 5 or now that you're whatever his age is, now that you're 33, your father has figured out his shit. Right? You know, so I don't know. I just don't think I'm going to be the woman that's like, yo, your father was this piece of shit and he did X, Y, Z. That's just not going to be me. I just don't want to, I don't have to be. I mean, Bruna, you saying I don't have to be vulgar and disrespectful. I can be honest, but the truth is that disrespectful. Do you understand? Like the truth of our situation is that bad. It's that bad. Like think about this. How am I going to sugarcoat this shit? This is not some. This is some really fucked up shit. How do you sugarcoat justice? Your father didn't give a fuck about either of us, and he left us in an extended stay hotel, right? And I tried to call him when I was in need. First time I went to the emergency room, I don't even know where the nigga was at. I was calling him and couldn't even get him on the phone. Then he gets on the internet and tells people that your mother, the reason why he has all of these issues and don't want to be with your mother is because she stinks, because she's all of this other stuff, because
because she won't wash that motherfucking pussy, Justice. Yep. That's what your daddy said it. Yes. She smell it. He said it smelled like garbage, Justice. Oh shit. That sounds very fair. But Priest is a deadbeat. Sansaray and Priest is disgusting. Okay. He left you. The boy wasn't born. Right. She gonna make sure she clued her baby with it. See, he left us. And then what am I at? Permanent 10 question and get okay, right on. Oh shit.
he couldn't fuck. And this is the reason why he doesn't want to take care of you. I mean, think about this. And that's not even 100% of what's wrong.
Oh, okay. Well, I give you something to tell him. Just tell baby Justice. Justice, I'm fucked up in the head. And your daddy didn't want to be around me. You were attached to me at the time that he left me. Then he tried to come and try to see you. But I didn't want him to come to see you because he ain't right with me. Just tell him that.
There is so much stuff in connection so many lies and so much manipulation. How the fuck am I going to explain this honestly to my son without the vulgarness and disrespect? I just don't know how I'm going to be nice. Well, let me just say for the record, for everybody that's giving name suggestions, he already has a name. That's what y'all not hearing. Like Justice. That is his name. Okay. Not naming him Sansaray, definitely not naming him Sincere. And his birth name is exactly what it is. And that's what Priest named him. That's his name. I'm not taking that away from him. I'm not taking that blood, that legacy. I'm not taking it away from him. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, definitely not gonna do that. Again, I am naming my son what I'm naming him for a reason. And this is what I'll keep talking about in regards to people. When I ask for advice, it's hard to take everybody advice. You know how all those people kept making videos. I was just trying to help Sansaray, and she just rejected me because blah blah blah. And I'm like, you really think that the shit that you said to me was positive? And if I replied to you and said, there's a reason why I don't want to do that, can we come up with another suggestion? You completely ignore what I'm saying and go and continue to tell me the same shit. Like when I tell people, if you're going to give me advice, don't be vengeful and spiteful and say, okay, because I'm mad at Priest or I'm mad at how he did things or he doesn't deserve it, I should treat my son a certain way. You guys are forgetting that I would have to treat my son a certain way as well. If I was to do everything that I could that was vengeful to get back at Priest for all of the stuff that he did, don't you guys realize I would have to hurt my son too? I would have to hurt my son. And I don't want to hurt my son. I want to help my son. Okay, him the name that his father chose for him helps him. It may not help Priest, may not help me, but it helps Justice. And I just explained why. And so when you guys give me advice, just understand if I tell you I think this is negative thing, or if I think this is something that might hurt my son, factor that in when you give me some advice. Monica, deep down, he probably knows. Well, he knows the babies. He knows. It isn't that he doesn't know. Because here's the thing, and I said this before. When he found out I was pregnant, and his older sister, Priest's older sister, put into his mind that there was a possibility that Justice couldn't be his, right? And so me and Priest sat down and had a conversation. He was like, well, she don't know what the fuck she's talking about. I said, well, I know she don't know what the fuck she's talking about because she barely around you. Like, y'all barely talk. Y'all don't have that type of relationship. So for her to say something like that, it's really fucked up. But I think she internalizes shit because she's been with the same man for X amount of years and she can't have kids. So she's probably feeling a level of jealousy towards the fact that now I'm pregnant with your baby. Right. So I just completely blocked her out altogether because honestly, her issues are a whole nother thing. So I was like, well, I sat down and I talked to him and I said, do you really feel that way? Like, do you feel I would do something like that to you? And he was like, no. I said, of course I wouldn't do it. I love you. Why would I do something like that to you? That's horrible. Like, I would never do that. I said, do you want to talk to anybody? Do you feel like somebody else is the father of my child? Because if it is, do you want to talk to these people? Because we can iron it out that way. Because they'll tell you, me and Salsa Ray ain't had sex. Like, that's going to be difficult because, there's no other man I was with when I was with Pre. None. Zero. I haven't been with anybody since. So it's not that I'm confused to where I was juggling all these different relationships to where I don't know which man is who. It's definitely like there was a large gap in between me having sex with the last guy that I was in a relationship with versus when I had sex with Priest. So let's say, for example, Priest said my baby could possibly be Q-Mati's, right? Me and Q-Mati hadn't had sex in like 3 or 4 months. So that would mean Justice would be born already. You see what I'm saying? Like he would if my baby was Q's, Justice would have been born already. He would have been born 3 months ago. And you see what I'm saying? There was no time that Priest was gone long enough for me to be able to do something like that, because we spent every waking moment together. Priest has no proof that I cheated on him. Nowhere. He has no, like, you know how somebody can say, well, I call her cheating on me because I found some text messages, or I found voicemail, or I happened to catch her at a restaurant with a nigga, or I call her. He has none of that. So he's just saying that. That's just something that he's saying. He didn't see this himself. I didn't put him in a position to think this. He wasn't calling me all the time and I wasn't answering the phone. It was nothing like that. So I just don't understand why he would even publicly say something like that. But it's not that he doesn't know. He's just doing it to be hurt. I would just look at it like, I know he knows he might not want. He doesn't want to say it out loud. You know what I think? When people hurt somebody, when they do a whole bunch of ugly shit to somebody, they want to justify why they did it. They don't want to just be like, you know what? I did all this hurtful shit to a person that didn't even deserve to be treated that way. It just makes.
Okay. I've seasoned up my meat. No, my chicken meat now. And I was listening at the same time. And first thing I'm gonna touch up on what I heard her say, she talking about it was a large gap. Now, my opinion, a large gap to me be like minimum 6 months. She said a large gap, like if it was like shit, at least 5+ months. But she's saying it was 3. And sounds right. We go back to some videos where you said that you were messing with you said that you were messing around with Q earlier that year. And it wasn't no whole fucking 3 months. You know. Also, yeah. Give me a to all the females, give me a time limit. I mean, males could join in it too. Give me a time limit would be a large gap until you actually start fucking somebody else. The minimum amount. A large. She said a big gap. She's saying 3 months. That's a large gap for her. Every time period is long to her. Every time period is long to her. Trying to catch you, but I didn't catch you on that dip. But then she said, I don't see why he would have felt like, I was with another man. I was with him every step of the moment. It don't mean shit. You got motherfuckers wake up with their motherfucking spouses and their motherfucking girlfriends and boyfriends, and they still find time to knock another motherfucker off. So that don't mean shit. Now, you talking about he had no proof. Okay, he didn't have no proof. You're right. But Sansa Ray ain't always about proof. Sometimes a male and a female could look back at the opposite sex pattern that they didn't notice about them, and they would have to second question themselves about who the person they dealing with. And that's what that man did. So it wasn't nothing wrong with him. Just wanted to assure himself, because it looks like, damn, I find out all this shit about this bitch. It's like, god damn, but shit, all this shit I found out about online and through other motherfuckers, shit, I don't see this shit. So he had a second, question himself. Shit, I had to second question myself. I did the same thing too. Hey, I don't want to say it's mine, but it might be mine. It might not be mine. But if it is mine, we're gonna make it happen. But if it ain't mine, it's just as I figured. So the man just had the second motherfucking, question himself. Why he had a second question himself, Sounds Ray? Once again, he started seeing your patterns. He started seeing your past resume. It wasn't adding up to the person who you was portraying to be. And you know it wasn't. Okay. Somebody said 1 year, 8 months, man. Kelly order. Oh, okay. Burr is 6. Okay, BVZ, I'll go for that. That's what I say. 6 months. That's a big gap. I'm saying 6. Yeah, I'm saying 1 year. Oh shit. Oh man, 1 year, damn. Shit, I ain't gonna lie, I'll be fucking some other bitches. Shit. I'll be there for 1 year. Okay, hey, I'll wait. Y'all, I have no problem. I'll be fucking some other bitches. Oh shit. You missed our earlier topic. What makes you a dusty? That was basically what the show was about. And then we brung in back in the rat. But it was a good topic. So shout out to my shout out watchers. I forgot. Once again, the Cash App donation that came over last past 3 days. Shout out to initials MT and what else? So my playback watchers as well. Shout out to y'all. You say you weren't a chastity belt. No, in a relationship, but if you single, yeah. Oh, okay. She got her nerve. Chris Law left her alone for 15 minutes and she found another threesome. Right. She said a big gap was 3 months. I mean, that's not a big gap. Now a minute, I'm okay. It's been a nice little second. I go for that, or maybe a nice little minute. But she talking about a big gap. Shit, bitch, I'm thinking this bitch finna say minimum 6 months, half a year or some shit. You know what I'm saying? No, this bitch talking about 3 months. Okay.
It just makes them feel better. Miss K, that the baby is his, that motherfucker. Yeah. The stuff I told you the other day, I might have been in my feelings due to my own daddy issues. Well, I mean, me and you were texting Bruna, I could see the.
Oh yeah, once again, you fuck with me, hit the likes. If you don't, hit the dislike. Feel free to comment and subscribe. Also, feel free to shut the fuck up. Donate to my spiritual relocation fund. So I'll go back out to the West Coast again very soon. Oh yeah, God bless. You said 1 year. It was a year was hard. You could do a year. You're a woman. You could do a year. It's more easier for a female than a male, to be abstinent. Before anybody attacked me, I know that wasn't never Mr. Law chick. Oh, okay. No, we always know that. Shit, she was motherfucking shit, a flame. Shit, a jump off. Shit, you asked me.
You were like serious. Like I saw that shit through the text. I said maybe I should change the subject. As I was like, maybe this isn't a good thing that we should be talking about. Even I was accused of being oh yeah, they accused Bruna. They said Bruna was the father of my child, right? Not even understanding that Bruna does not have a penis. Okay, like Bruna does not have a penis. Hello.
Wow. No, no harm towards my lesbian gay watches. But Bruna doesn't have a penis. Wow. It's some nigga down in Atlanta, straight motherfucking shit, hitting our ass up. Wow. Real talk. It's some nigga in Atlanta that's turned our ass up.
So even if, that could, like, even if I cheated on Q, I'm sorry. Even if I cheated on Priest with Bruna, there would be no way we could have children. Okay. Like, I just can't with people. I don't know. I don't know where these people come from. I would maybe reach out one last time. I did, and see if he's willing to speak about the baby. I don't want any of his input in regards to that. Here's what I did, Monica. What I did was send him Justice's heartbeat. I told you guys that in one of my previous live streams. I sent him Justice's heartbeat. I said, if you want to be here for the labor, you can call my mother. If that's what you want to do, you want to come get your DNA test, you can come get your DNA test. You know what I found? I found some DNA tests, some home DNA tests that are actually cheaper than if we went to like a place. And I found them online. I was shocked. I didn't even know they did such things like this. Let me show you guys. I did not know that this type of shit is real. And if I wouldn't have like just put DNA testing inside of the search, I would have never known that it was here. You could do like a home DNA test. And I was like, what? Look, a DNA paternity test collection kit, and it's only $24. Look, here's another one, $20. I said, well, shit. I was like, well, fuck. Listen, Priest can come down here to California. You understand? And we could just do the DNA test right there. Like, we don't have to do it. We could even do it still at the hospital. We don't have to leave the hospital. I can go ahead and get this paternity test collection kit or something like that. And we could just do it there. And I didn't know, because the ones at the diagnostic centers, that's just $500. That shit is $500. And I was like, that's expensive for a DNA test. But look, complete paternity. Here's one that's $100, $27. We can get it. I was like, oh shit now. Like, let's get it in.
Now you see why I said she didn't stay at the motherfucking Bellagio. This chick up here comparing a $500 DNA test to a $27 DNA test. Come on now. Now, a motherfucker with common sense would know that you pay $27 for a goddamn DNA test, your motherfucker results gonna come back all fucked up. Oh my god. Somebody say gay won't work for Sansaray. Another woman ain't gonna eat that. Ain't gonna eat that, and Sansaray ain't gonna without receiving something in the bedroom. The cost of being a baby mama is expensive, right?
Totally. And this was court admissible. I was like, oh shit, he want his DNA test? Okay, boom, let's do it. $29. So anyway, the email I sent him last was, if you want to do your DNA test, you can still come down and you can get your DNA test, and then we can go from there. And
oh my god, she's named all the fucking prices of these motherfucking DNA tests, but she's still trying to tell him, oh, you could just come on down and take it for free. Bitch, she's still gonna have to motherfucking pay motherfucker for a goddamn flight ticket. Fuck that bullshit that you talking about, oh, you was gonna finna pay for him and his family away. Bitch, you wasn't finna pay for him and his family away. Come on. Fuck you fully.
you can go ahead and go back to Georgia and sign your parental rights away, and you never have to deal with any of us ever again. that's what you want. You know what I'm saying?
What kind of sense would that make?
And so I was telling him,
Hey, press one if you all can hear me. I just got a notification. I guess my router had paused for a minute. So press one if y'all can hear me. Yeah, I just seen the notification. Something had happened to my router. So press one if you can hear me. Okay, now y'all can hear me. Yeah, my router something had happened to my router for a hot second. Yeah, I just seen it when it pulled up, but it didn't and cleared out. So I guess it just lost signal for a minute. Hold on, let me go check my router, see what the fuck going on. But I'm gonna go ahead and play it though.
tell him, yeah, when I texted him yesterday and I said, I go to the doctors on Thursday again and they take a stress test. They're gonna give baby just stress test. I will give you the results. Okay. Again, if you want to come to California for the labor and delivery, here's my mother's number. Call her. If you want to buy something for Justice from the baby registry, you can. Here's the baby registry link. Did he respond? No. So I'm telling you, I'm doing everything humanly possible to make sure that I do my part. That's all I want to do is my part. I'm trying to help here. I'm trying to um, just trying to make it a smooth situation. I'm like, I don't want to talk about the relationship. I don't care about none of that. I don't care about relationship. I don't care about YouTube. I don't care who this nigga's married to. I don't care rumors. I don't care. I don't need an apology. I don't need none of that shit. Either you want to be here for your son or you don't. And then you could come get your DNA test, and be married and be on your way. But I know one thing I'm not gonna keep doing. I'm not gonna keep begging. That's one thing I ain't gonna do. I ain't gonna keep begging. Like he keep ignoring it. I'm not gonna keep begging, man. Because when Justice get here, it's gonna be a whole nother sauce of right. Like when Justice is born, I'm not gonna be calling Priest. I'm not gonna be calling him asking him for shit. I'm trying to get that shit out the way right now. Like before he gets born, we need to knock this shit out. Once Justice is born, I'm not contacting Priest no more. It's going to be up to him to reach out to me, and he better be happy I pick up the phone. Because I'm not going to have time for this bullshit once Justice get here. I just don't. I was thinking about getting a home allergy test. What the fuck is a home allergy test? Often it's cheaper to do certain things at home because going to the hospital, you need to pay room fees, nurse fees, doctor's fees, hospital taxes. I was not aware. Like if I would have found this, because I just found this home DNA test shit. I just found this shit like last week.
Now this bitch ain't motherfucking paying attention at all. Oh my God. The person was saying, why don't you have a baby at your house instead of going to the motherfucking hospital? And this bitch gonna sit here and say, oh, I didn't, I'm just now finding out about this home DNA test. No, bitch. They trying to tell you, what I'm saying, how you can motherfucker be able to save on, your home birth. I don't think you do is you be paying for is the doctor house call. That's it.
I didn't even know they did this type of stuff at home. You feel me? Like I was like, what? You can like do this in the house? Get out of here. Get out of here. Look, and well, you can't see it now, but they have a checkmate infidelity test kit. Catch a cheating spouse. I don't know how you supposed to do that. I think it's you test if it's semen. It's supposedly a semen test. To see it. Oh my god, I can't believe this. I can't see this. Hold on. Let me put the share back. Wait. A semen fucking test. Hold on. Look, checkmate infidelity test. Catch a cheating spouse. What in the hell? Test enables men to discover implicable semen in women's clothing and linens. It enables women to differentiate between semen and non-semen stains in men's clothes and linens. Enables parents to discover sexually active teens. Wow. Get the fuck out of here. Wow. They gotta be wow. I would have never guessed. That shit is crazy. Like if I never would have, I don't know what possessed me to. I don't know. I don't know how I ended up putting home. I think I just put DNA testing, and then I didn't put a city or a state, and it just showed me all of this different testing, and that's how I managed to find out you could do home DNA testing. But outside of that, I had no idea. I would have never known. Look, 89% positive. I think that's what I was worried about. I was worried about, was it going to be 100%, was it going to be 100% accuracy? So that's what I was more concerned about. Was it going to be something that I could actually use?
Right, BVZ. She supposed to send this shit out. She act like that motherfucker gonna be like a pregnancy test. You're pregnant. You're not pregnant. No, she gotta send that shit off to a fucking lab. That's how fucking stupid she is. You're the father, priest. See, I told you.
In court, or was it going to be something that we could say, oh, that priest can lie and be like, oh, the DNA test was incorrect and she lied, she had a fake DNA test. I didn't want all that shit. So I was like, if we do it somewhere where it's a facility, you can't say, oh, Sansaray lied. You understand? Because he likes to tell people that I'm a liar and shit like that because he likes to lie.
Even though he likes to tell people that, he's telling the fucking truth right there, Sansaray. He really is. He's telling the truth about you.
And I think that, I don't know. It's just a weird situation. That's all I know. It's just kind of strange. You gonna buy one Ratchet Kingdom? Go ahead. BB, I said I was gonna. No. That's not what I've been saying. Let's get your facts straight. Let's get your facts straight, BB. Okay, because I hate when people either are misinformed, don't listen, go off some shit they heard. No. I said once justice is here, I'm going to be done with that shit. I've said that a million times. I said I can't keep doing it. Eventually, I'm going to get to a point where I don't give a fuck anymore. And when I don't give a fuck anymore is exactly when I push justice out. When I start having to take care of justice, I'm going to go full mother mode and I'm not going to give a fuck. So that's when I'll stop contacting priests. I didn't say, oh, I'm going to stop contacting. I haven't been saying that for months. I haven't been saying for months, oh, this is going to be my last time contacting him. No. I'll stop contacting him in regards to my son when my son is born. And that's what I'm going to stick to. Yeah, I also said I wouldn't put him on child support, and I'm still not. Like, people keep suggesting I do that, and I still feel like it's a revenge thing. I'm just not interested. I'm just not interested. And I tried to think about it. Like I tried to be like, okay, maybe I should. Maybe I should. Because everybody keeps saying, do it, do it, do it, do it. But I just really, personally, I'm just not interested in myself. Bruno, I think BB just came in here to be an asshole today. I don't know. I'm gonna need for you to not time BB out yet, because you know how it gets when we in my chat, right? This usually how the trolls start off. The troll will come into my chat and they'll be cool, and then suddenly they'll become a problem later. So just watch BB, because that's who's BB is probably gonna end up being. Okay, Nina Owens, what kind of man doesn't even want to know if the baby is his? I don't know. I don't know what that man thinking. Why is it his mother? Exactly, his mother, his wife, that concubine, and his family telling him to be a man. They don't want to tell him to be a man. That's the problem with him right there.
No, they don't want to see their goddamn son or motherfucking husband or their brother locked the fuck up, fucking with a goddamn crazy ass motherfucker like you. That's what it is.
They don't require for him to be a man. They treat him like a boy. Let me tell you an example. One time I was spending the night over his grandmother's house with him. Right? They treat him just like a little boy, I swear. They embarrassed the fuck out of him in front of me. This was the first time they treated him like a little ass boy in front of me. And he was embarrassed and he was mad. So I went to the room that we were staying in, right? The room, put it like this. His mother had a room in that house. So she had me and him in her old room. So me and him was in the room just, sleeping, wake up in the morning, taking to work. One morning, right, before we left for work, before he left for work, before I went to go drop him off, I was rummaging around shit. Like, I didn't clean up. You know how you make the bed and you put your shit away and then you leave? That's what he and I used to do. We used to clean the room up first and then leave, right? We used to like make the bed together and then leave. So this morning, that specific morning, we were rushing out because we was late. We was rushing the fuck out of there. And so
I just tripped off the. She said we were rushing out because we was late. Bitch, what the fuck you had to be? You ain't had no goddamn job. Fuck out of here.
I left my book bag open next to the bed. I didn't make the bed. It wasn't dirty in there. It's just the bed wasn't made. Priest had a towel that was hanging on like the mirror, and it smelled like mildew in there, because when you have towels and shit in a room and they're wet, it's gonna end up smelling like mildew if it's no humidity in there. I mean, if it's
now it's Priest's fault. The room will smell like mildew. It's Priest's fault. It's not her fault. Even though she had dirty ass motherfucking clothes with dirty ass motherfucking drawers stuffed in her fucking bag that was smelling the goddamn room.
no like air. So it wasn't like the window was open or the door was open. It was just no air. Yeah, I just kept closing the door and he would close the door. So if you walk into the room, it smelled like mildew. So before I left to drop Priest off, I dropped him off at work, and then I go to Panera Bread to use the Wi-Fi. All right, because the Wi-Fi in the house, I don't think I knew.
You go to Panera Bread. Wow. Panera Bread. So you were working at Panera Bread because you said we was late. Ain't that what she said, y'all? She said we was late. So you had to go to Panera Bread.
The Wi-Fi password yet in the house. So I went to use the Wi-Fi because I had to do graphic design work. And so I'm at the Panera Bread.
Oh, okay. So she was working at the Panera Bread. That was her office for the day. Oh, okay.
At the Panera Bread all motherfucking day. Let me tell you, I'm working my motherfucking ass off. By the time I get back to the house, I come into the room. His grandmother, right? had came back because I think she was out of town or something. She came back because she lived in a house that was a Section 8 housing, but she.
Now, what the fuck do her living in a Section 8 housing got to do with the goddamn room being funky, bitch? See how this bitch try to do? You see what this bitch does? Sitting up there trying to talk about the man grandma. The goddamn, that's his fucking grandma. Shit. She on a fixed income, bitch. But your monkey ass was standing in that motherfucking Section 8 house. See what this bitch does? You get this bitch a place to stay because some funky ass don't got no motherfucking where to go. Nobody want to take in her dusty ass. And that's the shit she say about people who helped her monkey ass out to get a roof, to keep a roof over her head.
That voucher. And only a certain amount of people could live in the house. And if they found out that somebody lived in the house, they was doing it. If they found that out, because they had to do an inspection, like they had to do an inspection I think twice a month. I'm not sure how often they do inspections at Section 8 housing. So mind you, this was a nice, 2-story house. It was like a townhome. It was kind of small. It seemed like a townhome because I was used to being in that big ass 5-bedroom house an hour away. So when I would go to his grandmother's house, it would just seem so tiny to me because it was, it was only like 2 or 3 bedrooms, and it was like, it just reminded me of a townhouse. So it
was so tiny to you, but living in the goddamn back of the Ford Explorer that wasn't tinier. Okay.
Like Section 8, I don't want you to think Section 8 like straight up nasty ass poverty. So it wasn't nothing like that. It was just like, this was her house. And
see, there it goes. There it goes. That's what she thinks about fucking Section 8. But she's on Section 8 right now.
No, anyway, so she had came back from Florida, right? I don't even want to know what BB said. Bruna. Anyway, so his grandmother had came back. And so when I came to the house, and this was before I went to go pick him up. I didn't go pick him up yet. I went to the house first. I went to the house to go clean up the room, like to put my stuff up, to put my clothes up, do whatever I didn't do, So when he came back to the room would be clean, right? So I get to the fucking room. His grandmother done went through my things. She done took the damn covers off the bed, took the towels off the.
No. Sansaray. So here's the problem. You ain't never had nobody that show you some motherfucking discipline, bitch. What his grandma did was took anything that smelled and looked motherfucking dirty and when it motherfucking make sure it got cleaned the fuck up. That's what grandmothers do. That's what grandmothers do, Sansaray. She didn't go through your things. She's grabbing anything that smelled dirty and looked it fucking dirty.
Mirrors sprinkled down pet fresh onto the carpet and stuff, right? So I was like, I hit him up. I see Priest. Somebody that came in the room that we staying in and just, I don't know, just went through everything, right? Which was so disrespectful to me because he a grown ass man. He 37. It ain't like he a 15-year-old where you got to do some shit like this. This nigga's 37, right? So I'm like, and he got a woman in the room with him. And these bitches had no respect for him. None of that. Now, I told y'all his family was disrespectful towards me, but the problem that me and his family had was.
Somebody that said pet fresh for the rat. Oh, shit. Lyric. Oh, that was Lyric.
I didn't like the way that they treated him. So anytime me and his family would get into it, it's because I was arguing with they ass about him, right? So anyway, they treated this nigga Like he was a straight up little boy. I said to him,
Oh, fuck up. Now this bitch sitting in they shit, arguing with them about him. Bitch, who the fuck are you? You's a homeless bitch. You can't afford to argue with nobody. This bitch got her motherfucking nerves. It's sad a woman was in there with him and they had to clean the room. Right, Lurk? Oh shit.
nigga, do you know that they don't went into this motherfucking room and went through my things, went through everything, and he could when I went to go pick him up from work and I brought him back to that house, he was so mad. He told me, he said, if you never want to see these people again, you never have to see these people again. So when he got on the YouTube and tried to pretend like he all gun-ho for his family and all his bullshit, I was like, this nigga is such a fake ass. Fake ass.
Oh, okay. So now I should have known that was coming. So this basically is what led to her living in a goddamn truck. This is her version. Which her version has changed like 2 or 3 times. Because I remember that Nicole Michelle chick asked her and she kept on trying to go over the question. So now she on her own platform. She's able to tell a story the way she wanted to tell a story. Yeah, some of the shit she said happened. But if you read between the lines, you could just tell that, yo, the goddamn grandma was shit tired of this motherfucking chick, you know what I'm saying? Smelling like motherfucking still 5-day-old motherfucking whatever the fuck. And it's like, fuck, let me go into her and, you know, goddamn, she got some dirty clothes in her or something. Let me watch this shit for her. Yeah, oh my God, they been fucking on the bed. Oh, yes, Lord, let me take this off. Shit, grandma had to throw some holy water on that shit, huh? And with a blessing. She had to call her pastor. Shit, the dicky had to come by. Shit, she never caught the Holy Ghost up in that motherfucker, man. And this bitch would have sit up here and act like, you know what I'm saying, it was a motherfucking big deal. Because she went in there and took the fucking sheets off and took the motherfucking towel down and motherfucking washed her dirty ass drawers. Bitch, she did you a favor.
Ass. Oh, he talking about his family don't like me because I smell. Really? Nigga. Like this is the shit that I don't know. This is the shit, the little immature shit. And now I see why his family was treating him like a little ass boy, because he acts like one. So now I get it. And the funny thing is, we wasn't at his grandmother's house that long. Like we wasn't at the house long enough for, I don't know, for it to be any type of animosity. Like to me, I don't like fake shit. Okay, that's my biggest thing. Don't act fake around me. I don't like that shit. And after a while, they started to be a little phony. And then I caught them talking about him when they didn't think I was in the house, and he was off at work and I was in the house. And they didn't think I was in there because the truck wasn't there, because he had drove the truck to the train station. And usually if I was in the house, I would have dropped them off at the train station and the truck would have been in the driveway. So when they came to the house, they thought I wasn't in there because the truck wasn't there. So they just started talking about him like he wasn't shit. And that's how that shit, that's my issue with his fucking family. And so when things.
So they was talking about Priest because he wasn't shit. And that's the issue you had with his family. Okay, first of all, Sans Ray, you and they shit. If they want to talk about their brother, grandson, son, whatever the fuck he was, to whoever the fuck it was up in there, that's them. You need to learn how to motherfucker stay out of motherfuckers' business. You don't know what that was about. I'm going off your narrative now. But the real narrative is that you know the fuck they was talking about your monkey ass. That you's trifling. That's the real narrative. And you heard that shit, and the shit got to you. And you ran up out of there. Just like Priest said. Priest didn't want to leave you hanging high and fucking dry. Well, it wasn't high, but you know. He didn't want to leave you hanging low and dry. So he said, you know, fuck, you know, let me go ahead and be a team player. You know, you my girl and shit. Let me go ahead and, you know, we just, you know, camp it out in the car till we, you know, figure out what the fuck we gonna do. That's when you came up with the motherfucking story of, oh, he couldn't decide where he wanted to live. You at home all motherfucking day at the hotel, whatever the fuck. And bitch, you couldn't motherfucking hop on Zillow, but you could hop on YouTube real quick and talk down and motherfucking dirty to motherfuckers. And that's what, you know what I'm saying, prompt your ass to hurry up and speed up this baby talk shit. That's when you motherfuckers got to play with that baby app shit. Because you know that smoke was gonna clear, because he was really gonna see who you really were. She knew this. Yes, people, she knew this. And that's what she was saying and doing any fucking thing she could do. You know? She was saying any and everything she could motherfucking do to motherfucking keep him there. Y'all heard her. She said while she was motherfucking pregnant. Oh, you can fuck with other bitches. Just get me and the baby safe and you didn't go out fuck with bitches. Yeah, her desperation was high. Very high. Let me read some comments. Twinkie says she probably didn't go anything to contribute to the house. Right. Like offer to clean or cook or just make herself useful. Right. I don't know what you're talking about, Deb. Let me see. Didn't clean, didn't pay no bills, and having sex in his grandma's house. What the fuck, right, man? Exactly. Look like look. That's sad. They weren't. Shit, let me They weren't there long enough to even accumulate dirty clothes. That's what she's saying. But I believe she was at his grandma's house for close to a month. I want to say, if you go, we go. I'm gonna find an interview. I'm gonna play it again. We're gonna probably do it on the way back Wednesday. The Priest interview. What the fuck is so funny? Why is she always laughing? Because she lying. That's why. She made the story up to fall in her favor. And that's not what actually happened. Yeah, I'm gonna find a Kara interview one. Not the Tommy one. The Kara. I said Kiara. Kara interview. And I'm gonna play that one for either Flashback Friday or Way Back Wednesday. Let me see. Okay. All right. Once again, you follow me, hit the likes. If you don't, hit the dislike. Feel free to comment and subscribe. Also, feel free to shut the fuck up and donate. Last I looked, we had like I think 26, 27 likes, which was cool. Let's try to get up to 35 though. Somebody give me a tally on the likes.
And so when things start going down between me and his family, and they try to get, suddenly they all, we united as one and shit. I was like, this nigga, I know he did not. So when Nina, when you're saying why isn't his mother, his wife, and his family telling him to be a man, they don't treat him like a man to begin with. I'm the only one that treats him like a man. I'm the only one that has allowed this man to make his own decisions. All they did was control his ass. And I remember his biggest problem inside of his relationship with Sonia for all those years was that she controlled him. She didn't let him speak up on his own. She didn't let him do anything he wanted to do. He would just go along with whatever she wanted. And that was a major problem. Even she said that. She said she enabled him. He was telling me this, but I didn't know whether that was accurate or not towards the end of the relationship. But then when she told me, it was like, oh, so you are the bitch that he was saying. Okay, I get it. So she was controlling him for a long time. He's easily, like, his mind is easily manipulated. He doesn't think for his fucking self. So in this situation that we're in right now, I always said to him, if you want to leave the situation, you can leave. If you don't want to be a father, you don't have to be. Sign your fucking parental rights away. If that's what you want. But I'm not going to force you to do anything. I'm not going to sit here and treat you like a little boy. You're going to man up. And you're going to do what you need to do. And you're going to make this decision on your own. But instead of him deciding to make the decision on his own, he has allowed, the other women in his life to say shit like, maybe the baby isn't yours. Because you have to factor in your mind. Sonia didn't have any children with Priest. Priest's sister couldn't have any children. So them two are the influence in this. Them two are the ones that saying maybe the baby ain't yours because they don't want it to be his. Out of jealousy. They don't want it to be his. And I figured this out a long time ago. But imagine me trying to explain this shit to a whole bunch of strangers. Y'all don't know us. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't know the shit that we went through. And all you can do is listen to me and then listen to him and then decide which person you could believe. But at the same time, it's like, yo, I'm very consistent with what I'm saying. All I said to you guys was, we broke up. He wanted to get back with his ex and he don't want the baby. Ever since then, he has proven all of that to be accurate. He got back with Sonia, right? He won't call. He's not saying anything. He's not doing anything. He's not proving anything. He's not saying that he wants to be in the baby's life. He ain't with me. So all of the things that I've been saying about this shit from the beginning, so caramel frap. Grandma has the right to, damn, Bruna. Damn, Bruna, that was too funny. Listen, Grandma has the right to clean up anything she wants to clean up in her Section 8 ass fucking house, right? That makes sense, right? But when you got people, adults, fucking staying with you, why don't you call somebody and say, hey, someone's coming to do an inspection. I need y'all to come get your stuff together. That's the respectful shit to do. You don't disrespect a grown ass man and do some shit like that without him even knowing. Like, what the fuck type shit is that? Nah, you have respect for another adult. Even in my own goddamn house. Let's say somebody's staying in my house, right? They staying in my house. I know somebody about to come and inspect. The first thing I'm going to do is call them and be like, listen, someone's coming to inspect. I need you to clean up so it can look like you're not in the room. The room didn't look like that. The room didn't look like when I got there. The room didn't look like, oh, someone's coming to do an inspection. Let's move their things. Nah, it was somebody came in that motherfucker to be nosy to see what was up. Somebody went looking through my things. You don't look through somebody's things. What type of disrespectful? I just can't. I just don't understand it. He's not gonna man up. I'm not pressing him to do anything. BB, please don't get timed out by Bruna again. Please don't get timed out by Bruna again. I don't have to pressure him to do anything. All I need this nigga to do is to tell me what he wants me to do. You understand? I'm not pressuring a nigga to do nothing. I don't need the nigga. All I need him to do is if he don't want to be around, to sign his parental rights away. Do what you need to do so we can be taken care of legally and financially in the long run. Don't let this shit get so messy. Don't make any more poor choices. If you don't want to deal with it, you want it to be done, sign your parental rights away so it can be completely cut. Be that responsible. But to not communicate at all is some fuck shit. He's not telling me anything by not answering. I'm not going to sit here and assume not answering is a responsible way I should handle this. No, tell me what the fuck. What is it that you want? Because last time, listen, this is what's been told to me. And it's so many different things. Because initially with him, it was put me on child support. This is what he was saying at first. First it was put me on child support. Then it was, I want a DNA.
That's because you was throwing the shit up in his face, and he told you, well, shit, that's what you're gonna do. Put me on child support. Did I told your monkey ass the same damn thing? Use that shit as a weapon. But then she come to YouTube. Yes, you know, Priest said that he gonna want me to put him on child support. Then it's a video she had did, y'all, and this is not up no more. She took it down because at the end of it, she she truly expressed her feelings, because that's what we know what the shit was. It was a late night one, and it was so fucking funny because the way she did this shit, because she was trying to come off as real sympathetic towards Priest, and then she went on to something else. Then she just hurry up and said it at the end. Well, I decided not to put Priest on child support. Click. End of live. I swear for God, y'all. I swear for God. It was like, wow. That very moment, I knew that chick didn't have no friends to talk to. When she did say that shit, that very moment, I knew she didn't have no motherfucking body to talk to.
Test. Okay? Then it was, I'm just not going to say anything at all. All right? I'm not going to be the immature person that sits here and says, oh, because he's not answering, I'm supposed to just assume what the nigga want. Because then if we come back 5 years from now talking some shit, I'm going to be pissed. Like, did you really just go like 3 or 4 years and think I'm about to let justice be around you? That's the negative. Let's handle this shit now. Let's handle this shit now. And the fact that you think I should put what this nigga want before my son it really boggles my motherfucking mind, because I don't give a fuck what he wants. What I really want is what's best for my son. So if what's best for my son is his father signed his parental rights away, so in the long run he doesn't have to take care of him, right? Let's get that out the way now. If putting Priest on child support is something that Priest.
Okay, here goes the $5 question. $5 Friday question. Let's see. Press 1 if y'all ready. Press 1 if y'all ready. The $5 question. Since we do the $5 question Friday, you must spell it right. You must spell it right. So press 1 in the room. Y'all ready? Yeah, I see 1. At least get 5. Okay. Everybody ready? Okay. I hope everybody on time now. I had it first. What was the name of the supposed to be hotel the rat was supposed to be in Vegas? What was the name of the supposed to be hotel that the rat was supposed to be staying at in Vegas? This City State Hotel came up. I like that. I'm about to say wrong answer. Oh shit. Look like Permanent 10 got it right. Yeah, Permanent Chan got it right. Yep. So Permanent Chan, send me a invoice for $5. Somebody said an ashtray in. I ain't gonna lie, when the Extended Stay Hotel came up, I was booking up. I'm like, hold up. No, that's not at the right one. Okay, send it to Bob. Okay. Oh shit, that was a good one.
It's something that Priest wants, and it's something that, you know, he's going to responsibly handle. Let's do the shit right now. Let's get it out the way. Okay? No drama, right? If Priest wants to be around and he doesn't want to be on child support and he doesn't want to sign his parental rights away, okay, let's do the smooth thing and figure out a way that we're going to handle this without the court. Whatever it is that needs to happen. Because the reason why a lot of this shit was fucked up to begin with was because the poor decision he made.
Oh my God, the poor decision he made. Okay, let's go off your narrative, Sansaray, because I don't mind going off your narrative. You know what that poor decision was? Fucking with you. That was the poor decision he made.
The procrastination, because the only reason why he back with this chick that he with is out of convenience. It isn't because he wants to be in a relationship with her and this is who he loves. This nigga don't have nowhere else to live. So he's being with whoever's in his face at the moment. I'm not retarded. You know, I'm not retarded. Yeah, I am doing what's best for my son. It ain't about what's best for me, what's best for Priest. I don't give a fuck what Priest wants. Honestly, all I care about at the end of the day is justice. Because really, I don't know what the fuck Priest want. I can't guess. I mean, how am I supposed to guess what a nigga want when he's not communicating? And then for him to communicate, because here's my feeling. My spidey senses are telling me that he ain't communicating right now, but that nigga gonna be a problem later. That's what my spider senses are telling me. Because the nigga's still watching my social media. I don't know if he's still watching my YouTube videos, but the niggas is still all up on my Instagram and my motherfucking Facebook. All up and through it. And don't tell me how I know that.
You know it because simple fact, you watching him, you watching who the fuck was looking at you. That's why you know it. You can't tell on motherfucking Facebook, on YouTube, because it doesn't give you that option. But if you could, you would definitely love to say YouTube as well. That's how you know.
I don't know if he's going to step up. I don't know what he's going to do. But see, Nina, it's very hard to trust anything he says about stepping up to the plate. Because a lot of the stuff, you have to think about it. A lot of the shit that he said in his videos, he lied about. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's hard.
Okay, you say he lied. What did he lie about, Sansaray? You notice that she always say this dude lies, but she never tell you what he lied about.
To listen to anything he says, because it's as consistent as my story has been in regards to him. It's easy for me to tell you guys, okay, listen, I reach out to him and he doesn't answer. Then I could do a screen share and show you all of the emails I sent where I didn't get an answer, right? Or I can show you the texts I got where I didn't get an answer, right? Inside his videos, even in some of the interviews he did, he told people I was giving him a problem with co-parenting. It was me that had the communication problem when it wasn't. And I sit up here and put screenshots up of me continuously.
He didn't say no shit like that. He did not say no shit about co-parenting. What the fuck are you talking about, Sansaray? That's a fucking lie. How you gonna say some shit about co-parenting and Justice ain't even born at the time? The fuck out of here.
Trying to reach out to him privately. Meanwhile, him and Sonia publicly discussing us. But inside his videos, he was making it seem like, oh, Sansaray is this big problem, when it's never really been Sansaray that's been the problem. And no matter how much proof I post out there, like I said, at the end of the day, people can listen to me, people can listen to him, and still decide which way they want to go. Right? It's some people out there that would be on his side regardless of whether he's a liar or not. Because there's people out there that don't like me. It's people out there that troll me. So just off the strength that they don't like Sansaray, they're just gonna take Pre-side off GP. Fuck if he lied to them or not. It don't matter. They don't care. But the reason why he decided to get onto YouTube anyway was to get some validation, because he didn't even have to do any of that. Because he kept telling me he wasn't a YouTube guy. He wasn't the type of guy that would make videos, and then he turned around and make videos. So as a person who's looking at this situation from the outside in, and you're looking at me talk about him, and then you're looking at him talk about me, you have to factor in that he is a liar. That's the one thing that people don't factor in. Like, no matter how much truth.
You want us to factor in that he's a liar because he's not a YouTuber? I mean, he's not a YouTuber. He just came on, saying to state his case. He didn't have his videos all decorated and shit. Just came on and talked and responded to all the bullshit lies that you were telling. He was telling his side.
Sansaray tells, you got trolls out there that's saying, oh, Sansaray's lying about the situation, but they're overlooking the proof, the receipts, the stuff I've posted, the consistency that everything I fucking say. But then you turn around and you listen to Priest, he has no proof of anything. This nigga posted our text messages. How did any of that shit prove anything about the baby? Nothing. It was about a whole bunch of stuff that had nothing to do with our child. And my biggest concern has always been the baby from the beginning. When I first started live streaming, everything was always about the pregnancy and the baby. We broke up. Now we have a baby. He abandoned me. I need to get out of this hotel. Which was all true. Which was all stuff I ended up like having to prove. And then Sonia said, hey, I didn't know she was abandoned. Then I had to prove that bitch was lying, because I had to put the text messages of me and her talking back and forth where I was looking for him and asking her where he was at. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, oh my God, when people say to me, well, he said he wanted to do this and he did say blah, blah, blah. Think about what people do. It's at the end of the day, it's about actions. It's not about what people say. It's about what they're doing. And I have not seen any actions. I haven't seen any, actions. That's all I want to see. He should, but BB, that's what I'm saying. He should be communicating minimally. You understand? Because see, here's the thing. When he was communicating with me, he still wasn't talking to me about the baby. He kept talking to me about the relationship and women he fucking and Sonia and YouTube and what he heard and all this. And I was like, I don't want to talk about that. What do you want to do about the baby? What do you want to do about the baby? What do you want to do about the baby? I mean, consistently over and over. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? Even my family was asking him this, like, what do you want to do? Do you want to stick around? Are you going to be there? What you want to do? This is all things that we consistently came to him to discuss. And it seemed like all he wanted to talk about was the relationship. I did not. Hey, D. Edwards. Hey, TD. He still makes my arse itch. Really? I don't trust him, Bruna. Trusting him with justice, it's going to take a lot out of me, honey. It's going to take a lot out of me. I can't believe that people are condoning another Black man not taking responsibility for their child. That's so dysfunctional. Yeah. But when I said that his family was dysfunctional, right? When I told everybody that his family was dysfunctional, they're like, oh, Sansaray just trying to be mean. No. They do dysfunctional shit. If his family wasn't dysfunctional, they would be telling him to man up and take care of his responsibilities. But they're not doing it. They're not doing it. Let my son, okay? Let my motherfucking son bring home a chick, right? I get to know her. I'm talking to her. She seemed cool to me. Me and her ain't never had no problems. And then suddenly they break up. Then she contacts me and says, hey, we broke up because he still wants to be in a relationship with his ex, right? Let My son, girlfriend tell me that, and then she tell me she's pregnant. Oh, hell no. He gonna put in all the responsibility he's supposed to until we find out that baby ain't his. It ain't gonna be the other way around. It ain't gonna be, oh, let's treat her like shit until we find out the baby's ours. No, it's nigga, do what you supposed to do. I know you was with this woman because I seen you with her a million fucking times. Okay. I know you was with her. So handle your business. Handle your business. Shit is ridiculous. It's unbelievable. He doesn't even ask how you are. I know. That's what I said. You can't even hit me up to say how you doing. Somebody that you live. This why I know he got some deep rooted issues. Somebody you used to live with. Somebody that you was basically trying to go through survival with. This is someone who saw that you were sleeping in your truck, right? Slept in your truck with you. Didn't judge you, just tried to help the situation run smooth, never thought once to leave you, stayed in extended stay hotels with you. When you didn't have any money, this motherfucker gave you money. Okay? Y'all took care of each other. There at least should be some type of friendship there. Something, right? Something. You mean to tell me I left and I go to California, right? Not once has this motherfucker, knowing I'm on bed rest, knowing I'm having a difficult pregnancy, not once has this motherfucker just hit me up, just text me, email me, just to see how I am, just to see how the baby is. After all of the stuff that we did, where I looked out for him, okay? All of the things that we've done together. Oh, you go on our Instagram, you see all these pictures of us kissing and hugging, and we having a good time. All this stuff that we have done together, and not once can you say, how you doing? How you and the baby doing? That shit is...
Shit. I'm gonna keep it 100. I won't want to talk to your ass for a minute. After you the motherfucker post my motherfucking social number out on the motherfucking internet and say what you said about my motherfucking family. Shit, I want to talk to your ass for a minute. You expect the man to pick up the phone like, hey, how's it going over there, buddy? Oh, I'm doing just fine over here. That's what she expects. So that goes to show that what Priest was saying was true. When she'll make a video about him, then call him up like everything all good. Permanent Sand said because you talk too much. Right. Oh shit. The nerve of the rat.
Yeah, he's still watching us social media and he think I don't know. He think I don't know. I'm not stupid.
Okay, he watching your social media and what? And what the fuck that supposed to mean? Sounds right.
I'm not stupid. Because see, here's what he's doing. And maybe he shouldn't do this. Matter of fact, I'm not even going to say what he's doing because he's probably listening. I'm not saying shit. I'm not saying nothing. He's a liar from the pits of hell. But that's what girl, I call him. I don't know if this is a girl TD, but I be calling that nigga Sam so much, and he hates that. But listen, my thing is, the people that want to find out the truth about the situation they know he a liar, especially men. Men know when they see other men who full of shit. Just like women, we know when we see other women who are full of shit. They know this nigga's full of shit. They know he's lying. But if they got some sort of feelings towards me, maybe they jealous, maybe some men mad because they couldn't be with me, some women mad because they can't be me. It's a number of things. You got trolls everywhere you go on social media. So like I said, there'll be people out there that just jump the bandwagon on the let's hate Sansaray shit. A lot of people who, and I say this with so much sincerity and so much like almost understanding. it's a lot of people out there that don't have nothing going for themselves. I realize there's more people out there that don't have nothing going for themselves than there's people out there that do have something going for themselves. And the people who are happy or have a good life or are doing something constructive or got something to look forward to, a lot of the times they do not waste energy trolling, starting arguments, being negative, dragging people because they're too busy having a good time with life. And nothing about dragging another person is what makes them happy. The only time dragging another person will make you happy is if you miserable as hell. That's a reflection of you. And I said this to trolls plenty of times, like, yo, you make a video about me talking ugly, that's a reflection of you. That had nothing to do with me, because if you sift through my content, yo, I'm really not stunting you. You see what I'm saying? Like, I got so much stuff that I want to do that's so positive, and I'm so, even with me going through what I'm going through, I still am in a better place than you because I'm happier than you, and I could tell because no happy person is going to do what you do, that negative shit you do. You know, shit is crazy. TD, I don't think he believe in reaping what he sow. Nina, he not a spiritual person, Nina. He's not a spiritual person. He can sleep very well at night. He can sleep very well at night. My mother said to me, you know, some people just don't care. When they start caring, it's gonna be too late. Cause I'm telling you, I can only reach out so much. Like, I'm not gonna keep reaching out like, you, what you gonna do? Because I see, I'm trying to figure out what he's gonna do in advance so I can make arrangements for him if he's gonna try to be here for the labor. I don't want him to, you know, I need to know who's gonna be at the hotel. I need to know who's gonna be at the hospital. I need to know, you know, what needs to happen. So I'm like, yo, if you're gonna be here, you gotta tell me so we can make arrangements for you to be here. If you're not gonna be here, then fine, you know. But once justice is born, that's it. I'm not giving him no more chances. I'm done with that. You think they together? I bet he and his wife are not even together, but no way is their relationship, friendship going to be accepted by the next person he dates. No way. Well, here's the thing, Monica. The women that he was dating before he met me, he didn't tell the women he was with her. These women didn't know. So it was women fucking him that didn't even know of her. When I met him, I had a different standard because I was basically like, listen to me, nigga. We can be friends and that's cool because I know you know, you separated or whatever. Because he finally did tell me this on that first date. Before that, we was all that talking we was doing before our first date, because we talked for weeks before then. He didn't tell me one time. But that second that we got on that first date, because mind you, if he didn't tell me he was separated, we'd have never went on that first date. But he wanted to meet me so bad, he didn't tell me. So anyway, we get on this fucking first date. He tells me, I'm like, well, listen, we can just be friends. All right. We building a friendship. All right. I'm seeing him. I'm hanging out with him, but we not thinking about dating each other. We just hanging out. Right. Now, it came to a point where he started saying that they was really broken up. Like, everything was really just over, and that I needed to have an open mind and blah, 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 blah. You know, finessing, lying. She knew who I was. He was telling me she knew who I was. So I was like, okay. Now I'm thinking they don't live together. He lived with his family. Maybe he lived by himself. Maybe that's the case. I don't know. Then this nigga burst out of nowhere and tell me he lived with her. So this is when, and this is what I was telling Bruna. That's when I should have left his ass. And that's why I feel like partially this shit is my fault. Because I should have just left. But by this time, I loved him so much. I wanted to be with him so bad because we'd already been hanging out. Everything had been going so smooth. I was having so much fun. And I sat there and was thinking to myself, oh my God. Then he decides to move out and move into his grandmother's house. Not even a day or so later. And that's what made me stay with him. If he would have stayed in that apartment with Sonia and he would have stayed with her, I wouldn't have stayed with him. I wouldn't have been in a relationship with him. But the fact that he moved out was enough for me to be like, okay, he's taking the proper steps to get out of this situation. So I respected him as a man for that. I respected him as a man for that. But one thing I can say is that this situation with me and Priest is not some type of thing that made him and Sonia be closer together. Okay? They had issues before I came. Those issues didn't just suddenly disappear when I came around. Okay? So even if they decided to get back together, right? They're still going to have the same issues that they had before I came. That was making them want to separate to begin with. Because no two people who take their wedding vows seriously or were still into their marriage like that would have started serious relationships with other people. He has started a serious relationship with me. She has started a serious relationship with somebody else. No two people who are genuinely into their marriage or took their vows serious would have never been number one on a dating site. Priest shouldn't have been on a dating site for me to find him to begin with because he's fucking married, right? Quote unquote, the good husband. Okay? The with the right upbringing, the committed, devoted husband would have never been on the sites to begin with. All right. And she wouldn't have been a side chick for another dude who was in a relationship. Okay. Because that's who she was when I first came around. She was dating another guy. She started dating somebody first. Supposedly she cheated on him first. Now, these could all be lies. You never know. But I can tell you from talking to her.
Man, the goddamn rat can sound so fucking convincing. Oh my God. Let's see. Got 43. Whoa. We was cool on them like shit. I'm over here tripping. Oh shit. Let's see. All right, let's intermission right quick. And we'll come right back. We're gonna intermission. Oh shit. Playing the goddamn thing, I ain't got it. There we go. what y'all been saying. God damn, this motherfucking charger card, man. What the hell is up with these damn chargers? Spend all the goddamn money. Let's see. Okay, press one, you still fucking with me. Press one, you still fucking with me. No one thing. Shit, everybody probably sleep like a motherfucker. Can y'all hear me? Press one. Oh, the fuck up. Okay. I guess everybody else sleep like a motherfucker. Shit. Is I behind time or is it shit? Yeah. I'm just not seeing ones go up. Okay. We got about like 5 minutes left for this. Shout out to the giveaway, which was yeah, help me out now. Yeah, I think BVZ and Watch at Walmart, man. Y'all need a refresh. But who was the winner for the night? Yeah, shout out to the winner. I forgot who you was. I know the name when I see it. All right, back to this bitch.
Her telling me to lie to him. She was telling me, you gotta lie to priest sometimes, because blah 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 blah. Lie to him. And then he would turn around and lie to me, right? So to know that the two of them lie to each other, they have a communication problem. I don't give a fuck how deep they think their friendship is. They're going to get divorced eventually. It don't have to be today. It don't have to be next year. It don't have to be 5 years from now. But them two motherfuckers is not going to stay together. They're not going to stay together because they have fucked up shit going on before I even came around. So, I don't know. That whole spiritual shit to me that he was trying to portray himself to be, to me, that was him trying to find who he is. Because he went from being Christian to fucking Hebrew Israelite to not having a religion at all, to being a hotep, to being, he's just confused. He's just confused. I remember one day he came from work.
Well, some people do that, you know what I'm saying, to try to find themselves, you know? Thing of it is, we know for a fact, shit, my man wasn't ready. You seen that. The position he was at, he wasn't ready. And neither were you. Let's see. I guess everybody falling asleep like a motherfucker.
This towards the end of the relationship, he's like, you need to find you a Christian man to be with. And I'm looking at him like, I'm Buddhist. What I need a Christian man for? You need a Christian man who's going to be good to you and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, why would I need a Christian in order for me? You, my man. Like, what if why don't you just be good to me? That makes sense. I mean, and there's so many things that he was saying that was confusing as fuck when I left. What up, Andrea? Miss K, I do believe is going to come back to haunt him. I do. Yeah, he was alive from the beginning, pretty much. I said this, but Andrea and Monica, he has like this soulless, demonic lack of empathy that makes people consider him a narcissist. People come to me and say he's a narcissist. Usually narcissists act like that. Now, like I said before, I think I said in a previous live stream that his family used to beat him anytime he showed any emotion. So he just been conditioned to pretend like he don't care. And what's funny to me is we'll be sitting here and we'll be in an argument and shit, and he'll be crying. But what's coming out of his mouth is some fucked up shit. And I'd be like, looking at him. And then he swear to God, I'm emotional, but he the one crying. And I'm looking at him like, why are you crying? I'm the one hurt. And it's like, sometimes I'll be crying and he'll see me crying and start crying. And I'm like, you hurt me. That's why I'm crying. And now you're crying because you hurt me. That make me understand what's going on with you. Like, I don't understand. And honestly, he didn't start being this confused and weird and crazy and shit until I got pregnant. Because before that, it wasn't, I don't know. I cannot understand. You remember he was into to the pro-black talk. I know all pro-black swear he was pro-black. Do you think a father not taking care of his son is a pro-black conscious move? That shit is crazy. Of course. Well, see, Monica, he been doing that. What you saying? He lurking your social media. He been doing. Listen, when he was listening to all of my live streams and videos and stuff like that, he was online talking to y'all, but was not answering emails or texts. The same thing he's doing right now, which is the only difference in what he's doing right now than what he was doing months ago is he's no longer making videos. As a matter of fact, he could be making videos, and I don't even know because I ain't looking. But the only difference he doing right now is not being on YouTube, from what I see. I'm a Gemini, homie. Nigga, ask about me. Stop, Bruna. You stupid. I hate when people be like, yo, I'm a Gemini. Or they say they zodiac sign, like that shit is just so solid. It's fucking golden. So it just determines how you should act. No, nigga. You're not running on autopilot. Like, make your own decision. Like, I can't. Priest, if you're listening, please do what's right for the baby. Forget everything else. Hey, that's what I'm saying. Don't be another blackmail statistic. Justice needs you. He'd rather be a statistic. He think it's cool to be a statistic. He thought it was cool to listen to Minister Jack. He thought it was cool to listen to all these people on YouTube. This is what he think is cool. He thinks sitting here, leaving me stranded in a hotel, not answering the phone, getting on a YouTube lying about our situation makes him a good person. That shit does not make him a good person. Putting Sonya on his channel to try to make me feel some type of way. That shit did not make me feel like I wanted him more. If he was trying to use her to make me jealous, that shit did not work. All it did was make me think that I definitely don't want her ass around my baby. That's all I kept thinking. Like, I wasn't thinking, oh, I want him back now that she has him. No, I was like, ew, you went back to this bitch? Are you crazy? This shit is like, you don't go back to your ex. That's like taking a shower and then putting dirty ass drawers on. Like, what the fuck are you doing with your life? That's what I was thinking. Like, you don't step backwards like that. You move forward. You don't step backwards like that. Especially no big ass step backwards that way. Come on now. What type of improvement did you make being inside of that relationship for 14 years? Zero. Nothing. And you want to turn around and you want to go back? Oh, it must be because you need somewhere to live. It can't be because you want to be inside of this relationship, because you expressed to me a million times how you didn't want that shit. Like, I know oh too well why he didn't want it. So now you want to turn around and you want to go back to a miserable ass situation. Oh, because you need somewhere to live and you want to, you don't want to take care. You can't take care of yourself by yourself. That's the problem. It ain't that he want to be in a marriage. Is he can't take care of himself by himself. He doesn't make enough money. And sometimes when I think about this shit, I think about all this had to do with is money at the end of the day. He didn't want to step foot. He didn't want to step up while I was sick. And I couldn't bring in the money, because I remember people saying that he said this inside of the videos. Oh, she didn't have her hand in the bargain. She didn't do her hand in the bargain, her part, the deal we made in regards to finances. Motherfucker, you a man. You were supposed to be taking care of everything on your own, according to every other woman on this planet. You better be lucky that I was putting something in there to begin with, because most women ain't falling for that shit. Most women, you gonna have to pay for every goddamn thing, because women expecting you to be a provider, and you want to sit here and make it seem like I'm the one that needs motherfucking money and you're trying to help me out. No, nigga, I've been going half on dates since I met you, which is something that I shouldn't have been doing according to every other motherfucking woman. So, nigga, the fact that I'm putting in some shit, you need to be happy, because these women will take your money and keep their money in their motherfucking purse. All right, that's how most women are. And my ass was trying to build something with you, and you over here like she didn't hold up her end of the bargain. Oh, so this entire situation has been about money. When I got sick, you couldn't handle it financially. So that's why you bailing. That shit is ridiculous. Listen, Joe Newton, if I was into polygamy, I would not marry the two of them. First of all, listen, I'm a polyamorous person, right? So I get poly relationships. Nigga, if the two of them was responsible and easy to deal with, marrying the both of them would be easy. But them two motherfuckers got a screw loose. Both of them. Both of them. That shit is ridiculous. I really, like, nah, they would be easy. Listen, they would be easy to deal with if they both didn't lie. Like, you don't have to lie. Like, say what's up. Don't lie to me. Like, y'all want to lie to each other. Y'all got this little thing that y'all do that clearly wasn't working for y'all, but y'all want to keep doing that shit, but it wasn't working for y'all, or y'all want to step out your marriage. So it wasn't working for y'all, but you still want to have those behaviors. Okay, if y'all want to still have those negative behaviors, communication problems, whatever it is that y'all got going on in your marriage, that's y'all motherfucking business. Don't try to pin that shit or put that shit on somebody else, you know, and try to make somebody else, you know, have a miserable life. Like, if you're not happy, stop trying to ruin everybody else's shit. That's what pisses me off about Priest. If you're not happy, because he trying to blame me for his unhappiness. No, happiness comes from the inside. That's a choice you got to make. You got to choose to be happy through the stuff that you're going through. Don't look at me and tell me I make you miserable when I'm the one that's doing the best that I can to make sure this situation is smooth. I'm not the one coming home fussing. You feel some type of way about your own life and where you stand. Even though I am standing in a place where I'm sitting here sick and I'm pregnant and I ain't got as much money as I like, I'm not sitting here miserable. Shit, the only time you see a tear fall down my eye is when you come home talking to me about this bullshit about you fucking other women and trying to drag me down and wanting to date Sonya and all this other excess shit that don't have nothing to do with our baby. Like, man, I really... Listen. What's the name of this motherfucking live stream? What's the name of this motherfucking live stream? You heard me? The shit that fucking gets on my nerves. The annoying shit that's been getting on my nerves, that's been absolutely annoying the fuck out of me. And it's this shit. It ain't even like people be like, oh, such and such made another video about you. Are you upset? No. I kind of like, bitch, find something else better to do with your life. Or they be like, such and such, all these people are thumbs down in your video. Nah, that's not really what's bothering me. What's bothering me is the everyday shit that I have to deal with in regards to my son and his stupid ass fucking father. And honestly, this shit could go a lot smoother if this nigga just speak up. Just say what you want. Which thing do you want? Do you want the DNA test? Do you want to sign your parental rights away? Do you want the child support? Which one is it? Which one is it? And the thing about it is the nigga can't make up his mind. He confused. That's why he's not saying anything. It isn't because, oh, I just don't want to talk to Sansaray. No, it's I can't face Sansaray right now and I'm fucking confused. I don't know what the fuck. It's because I ain't making it hard for him to communicate. It's simple. Sidebar, did you get everything you need for the baby registry? The baby registry is still let me see, the baby registry. Boom, hold on. Let me see if I can get the link. For some reason I noticed that on my baby registry, the stuff that people order that's already been shipped to my house It doesn't say that people bought it. Why isn't it? That's what I'm concerned about. Why isn't it showing everybody the stuff that people I'm scared of shit? I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm by myself and I'm sick. Oh my God. Oh my fucking God. What do you still need? Girl, I need everything. Everything you saw, I still need. I still haven't went and got me the car seat. I ain't got a stroller. I haven't got what else I ain't got. I just don't have too much of anything that I'm supposed to have because I haven't been able to go anywhere. I'm thinking about just one day sit down, next time I get paid, just sitting down, just buying whatever wasn't bought. You understand? Because it's hard to know what's bought though, because I don't know what's bought until it gets to the house. Because what's happening is for make it seem like my family is this, no. His family, no. He wasn't even close to his family like that. He was barely around his family. Sonya kept that nigga cooped in the house away from his family. He never celebrated holidays and shit, so his family wouldn't even see him like that. Even when he and I was together, his mother's fiance used to try to ask him to come over to watch the football games and stuff like that, and Priest would never want to do it. And I was like, yo, you can leave me here and go, go over there. You want me to drop you off or something? I can do that. He never want to do that. He didn't want to be around his family. So when he got on YouTube and tried to pretend like he all gun-ho for his family, I wanted to slap the shit out of him. Like, nigga, you be fronting. Like, your facade is ridiculous. Like, I just can't. Like, the nigga, I don't know. Y'all trust the nigga if you want to. I'm not trusting that motherfucker. And let me tell you something. I will never be with this nigga again, no matter how much I miss him being around sometimes. Because sometimes, like I said before, sometimes I'm sick. I don't feel good. I'm tired. I want to be held. I just really be in the mood to just chill, and I just want my man around. And right now, because I ain't been with another man and I don't know anything but Priest right now, it's like all I keep thinking about is him being my man and the man that I love before he turned into this piece of shit he is now. And that's all I keep thinking about. And Bruno's like, please don't get back with him. Please don't. And I'm like, I'm not going to get back with him. Don't you worry. Not. I dated an Israelite guy, but Nina, that's the funny thing. He not even a Hebrew Israelite anymore, and he's still holding on to that Hebrew Israelite shit. Like, I don't get that. I don't understand it. Family oriented person. You don't know what the fuck family oriented mean? D. Edwards. You don't know what that means? I just named all the shit I like to do with my family, and you still confused? I want to travel with my family. Shit, I want to go out to eat with my family all the time. You know what I'm saying? I want to do shit. I want for when me and my kids go out to go hiking and shit, I want my family there. I want to go to fairs and carnivals and shit like that with my family. Well, who else am I supposed to go to that stuff with? Me and my son gonna be out of here. Like, me and Priest was never in the motherfucking house. We didn't start being in the house like that until I got sick. I am not fucking no. Basically, the man was cheap as hell and hid behind a religion. I don't know. Social awkwardness is when he decides. When I say social awkwardness, I mean I don't want my son to be so much of an outcast the way he's shooting up the goddamn school. Okay, I don't want that. I don't want my son to be that. All right. I don't want my son to be the one who's just like, oh, just so weird and nobody, you know what I mean? I want him to be himself, but I do want him to understand, how society works and stuff like that. Small and cheap men choose religions that fit their budget. Well, I don't. Monique, what? Wait, stop. Wait. I don't understand how a budget can, a religion can fit a butt. Like, I don't understand how they go together. I don't have any hate that I pass down to my baby. My baby and his father are two very different individuals. They have two very different souls, honey. Yeah, TD, you hilarious. Yeah. I guess David Damone is talking about my hatred towards priests. Um, yeah, I don't know. Uh,
All right. Let me see here. All right. Once again, shout out everybody come fuck with me tonight. I need to go ahead and finish that motherfucking premiere up. Shit. I know y'all. I know y'all. One at a time. One at a time. That made no sense what she just said. Oh shit, don't goddamn thing making sense. Listen to the rat. Oh my god, let me see. But like I said, shout out to my shadow watchers. Say one came out today. That was up. My playback watchers. And shout out to man, we ain't had nobody on the panel today. Oh, that's what shit. You know something? I ain't do that. Should open up the panel. But you know, tell you what, I'll open up the panel next time. That's what I do. Yeah. I'll open up the panel next time early. I do something like that. But till then, everybody stay up. And I'm out here.